You guys driving over?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a car.
We got our case in 10 minutes.
Where's my S14 at, Vinny? I think my car is in here, Miguel. I'm just gonna need to take it out.
Fine. Don't worry about it.
Yo, boss, you need Dragos?
I just got
I
some.
think I drove it in. Yeah, did.
Okay.
Ramee?
I gotta get ready for this case and shit.
Yo, where you guys at?
Want the compound?
Ramee, you might want to change up the look of this car. This is the car that we kidnapped.
Yeah, I wouldn't drive down there. Don't drive down there. Just use the cameras.
No, get in. We're just gonna go around.
I need to get
Go down there.
do some coffee or some shit.
Yeah.
There's coffee here.
Yeah.
Oh, I know about this. The fuck? Why do I never come here? Hey, Rosa.
Hey, Murphy and I need to talk to you for just a second before the case, so we're gonna head to the courthouse.
All right, we'll come over.
All right, bye.
Everyone, go to the courthouse. They want to talk to us.
Is my shit still in here? Is the shit for like the... I need to get a team, bro.
Yeah, so you'll have time. Just,
Well, me, you, Curtis. I don't know what the fuck Curtis is doing, bro. I called him to get on the radio, he didn't get on.
Hop in, Pigeon.
Alright, good shit, boys.
I'm on the way.
Yeah, it was clean.
I honestly wasn't local.
I cannot believe we found him at the fucking parsing shit.
Bro.
That is crazy.
Promise said he heard footsteps, and I would think Michael was there.
100% he was in there, I'm telling you. There's probably a kill room in there or something.
How are we ever gonna find out? That's the thing.
It's impossible. I don't even know how you get keys to that shit.
Pixie Plum has keys. We kidnap her. We get full access.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, okay, please don't go to prison. We got a lot to do today.
Oh, I'll beat my shit. Yeah, I'll beat my shit.
All right.
Make sure we don't get
Starters.
fucking bombed by Michael.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on the edge. Ah, my fine lawyers.
This guy got the OJ Simpson team. What is this? Yo, dog, look at my lawyer.
Yeah.
What?
Pigeon, why do you look like Flippy?
Alright, so I remember when we talked, you said something about how you had been in touch with cops during the whole thing, and they just never brought it up.
The island shit?
Why the fuck are you wearing the ankle biters, bro?
The island shit, yeah.
I'm trying to be young at
Like,
heart.
refresh me what you said, because like you said something about how like
I tweeted out the exact location of the island.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, and so so you did that, and they never questioned you about that or anything like that.
No.
Okay. And did you have any other contacts going on, kind of revealing what was going on?
I don't think so. I'm not getting charged for that shit, right?
No.
No, you're not getting charged for any of the island shit, which is what makes this whole thing interesting.
Oh, fuck you.
But that's yeah, I just needed to know you know, what exactly you had said that they might not have used as evidence. Because the thing is, if you were saying like, oh, tweeting out where the island is and all that stuff, and they chose not to use it because it either, you know, might make you look better with your charges if you were trying to help them out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's called a Brady violation. That means
that can throw the whole
they're
case.
cherry picking evidence that might suit their case, and ignoring evidence that
So if
might
you
not agree with
did,
them.
you know, if you were in contact with a cop that day, that would be great, you know?
Interesting.
If you remember that.
Yo, Miguel.
Not that I'm telling you to lie, but
It's me, you, what's the squad
No,
again?
no, no, no.
Where the fuck is the squad
I
at, bro?
remember him saying something. I don't know if it was a tweet or a fucking phone call.
yeah, they have
whatever
that tweet in evidence.
Yeah, we know about the tweet.
You already know
Yes,
my
sir.
phone's gonna
Yes.
blow this shit up.
Hello, cutie.
So anything I need to not
Oh my
say
God, you
or
cleaned up
do
nice,
if
Vinny.
I get questioned?
Well, if we don't have exactly what we need, then we're probably not even going to put you up there, because the only thing that we need is for you to testify about conversations or evidence that they decided not to admit that was relevant to the case.
Okay.
So if there's none of that, then
If they ask, oh, how'd you know that Bobby Brown was on that island?
we would never put you in a position to have to answer.
Yeah, they can't ask you
Okay.
questions unless
Because
we
my
put you
tweet
up
was,
there.
oh, Bobby Brown's grow up right here on this island.
The only questions I would have for you would be limited to like communications
take
you
a call.
had on the day with like any cops or anything like that.
Okay.
So you sure? Are you sure that it was just a twat, and that because I'm trying to remember exactly what you said, but
I
it's
had
not- it
two
sounded
tweets.
relevant.
I think I did get a call shortly after. And I told him my car was stolen, I think, or some shit. I don't know. I don't really remember, to be honest. The shit, like, they take forever to make these fucking cases. I don't even remember. That shit was almost like 2 months ago.
I know. But yeah, if there was a phone call and you think there might have been a phone call, and you vaguely remember that, then we can use it. But if you're not sure that you remember that, then that's fair enough.
I think there was, but I don't remember.
What do you think, Rosa?
I mean, Cheb. Put him up there and have him, I hate to say this, but lie about it. Say a cop that's not present at the court room today. You talked to them, you told them what was happening. They didn't include it. They didn't.
Well, I
subpoena-
didn't
mean,
talk to him and, like, during it, and I was just like,
Wait, I might have a subpoena of your phone records. Let me look.
Murph, lay it on me. How's it looking, babe?
No, we're looking.
I got a call after, I think, about my car, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, I think it was stolen, that type of shit. I don't know who it was from now.
Vinny, they fucked themselves.
Oh, thank God. Whew.
So many words.
Okay, perfect.
But aside from that, I mean, like they got circumstantial stuff. They got one eyewitness that says that they knew who anybody was, right? And that's a former cop who might have fucking bias to fucking tell the police whatever they want to hear.
They knew who
right?
people were. What, with mask on?
Yeah, the Jeff Waters, the former cop. He was the one who was descriptive to everybody, and he has every fucking bias as a former police officer to tell anybody what they need to hear to get their case made, right?
Crazy.
Maybe
How can
try
they
to
know
get a
who
fucking
people
job
are
back
with
as a
masks
cop.
on?
Who knows?
The
Who knows
only
what his
person-
motives might be?
The two people that are fucked are Bobby and Eugene. Their faces are all over that. But beyond that, we don't know
Eugene,
who's
what do
there.
you mean Eugene? Eugene just fucking wasn't even there.
No, but Eugene was stupid enough to take pictures on the island and twat it, so it looks like he was there the whole time.
Went up on the.
Yeah, that is kind of unfortunate for Eugene.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be an issue because, like I said, they fucked themselves. I think it's gonna be a mistrial, and by the end of it, if they do even decide to push the charges again, then you're gonna be doing minimums for single counts of each.
What about
adjusted for,
Maldini's?
Priors, and they're not gonna take Maldini's over this.
Okay.
Wait, so like, okay, what? So like, if I go, okay, I'm your lawyer, right? And I'm employed by Maldini's, so I can go have a fucking slice every now and then, right?
Yeah.
I go in there and fucking shoot somebody in the head, right? Do I go to court and they take Maldini's?
They also have no
With our
evidence
associations?
of you specifically,
Does
Vinny,
Randy
taking
ever
people
work a shift
from
at Maldini's?
Maldini's.
It's
I
built by
never was
association.
there.
If they take away businesses that violence occurs at, there'd be no, a single business in this.
But it's not
place.
even Vinny, it's Randy. If Randy, who is Vinny's
Exactly.
friend, goes and fucking kidnaps someone at Maldini's,
That's not
That's
on
what
me.
I'm saying. If a
It's
third
guilt
party
by
walks into any
association.
business and causes violence, that's the precedence that they're going to set. Is that business can
can't-
be taken away.
You cannot be found guilty by association, even if you're fucking
Yeah.
validated gang member. It doesn't work like that. You can't like rip someone's fucking business and unemploy a bunch of people because Randy went and allegedly did some things.
Do we have to go in there?
Yeah, I guess we gotta go in.
Yeah, we should.
It's time to repay me, Mick. It's time to repay me, Mick.
I'm gonna go fucking crazy on this opening. I'm gonna go absolutely fucking sicko mode.
Mickey, I can't wait to hear it.
No, this is a
Hey,
not to have
question.
it.
Well, I almost just tripped and fell.
Jesus Christ, Dave!
Going down, you know, that angle or no?
We're going scorched earth. We're going every angle, every possible angle.
Got it.
Oh, that guy.
Our clients are not testifying, so we're a scorched earth. Just destroy, seek and destroy. Everything you can find and point to.
Oh, I'm fucking on it.
Oh my god, it's so hot.
On it. Hey, hey, Murphy, I'm still learning under you. Do they open or do we?
Chat, what an amazing day. First off, just thanks to everybody for the support. You guys been going crazy. Shout out Ali Robbie with the 320 stars. Appreciate you. Nick, they have the 2-month resub. John, they have the 50 stars. Mike with 100 stars. Are you buying a Rolex from the Tic Tac Rolex guy? I swear it's your voice on his phone. Definitely not. Melissa with 1,000. Appreciate the love. I know sport's been crazy, yo. We hit 12.4K during that. 12.4K, crazy. You guys are insane with the love and support. Breaking barriers. Breaking barriers.
Oh, I did that right before I actually.
Mike with the 200 stars, appreciate you. Shane with the 35. Yeah, and we're chilling at 9K right now. Fucking nuts.
We gotta get Zola.
What's up, baby?
Good luck, patron.
Oh my god.
Oh, hold up there, citizen. I have your fine right here.
Yeah,
hey,
fine.
I told you to find these nuts. Oh, okay.
Yeah, shout out to Nikes for as well for going along with that and helping out, and that's dope. Honestly, put the RP first.
While we in court, can I wear Curtis's chain? I don't want to be. I don't know the right word to put it. Insensitive, inappropriate, and.
I mean, if he gives you permission to wear his chain for the court case, sure.
Cool, thank you. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no
So,
problem.
Hannes, how's Wild Child doing, by the way? Like, how are like sales and stuff? Yeah.
I've been trying to work on my.
Oh, it's the man who said he couldn't wait for this month to end.
Wait,
Wild Child.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah, Carmine said that shit.
Hey, Nico. Thank you for coming, Nico.
Carmine literally said, oh.
Yeah, shout out Nikes for that. Definitely helped out.
Oh, wait, no. Carmine said that shit earlier.
Mr. K.
What do you want?
I just want to tell you, whatever happens here today, I appreciate everything you've done to me and to me, with me, for me, and I appreciate the kindness you've shown.
Hello.
You're welcome.
Raymond!
Thank you, Mr. K.
I'm on a food chore and I'm.
Are you so old?
Raymond, come here and accept
You wanna
food.
bet?
I have to bring in food for everybody apparently, even though this is my court case.
This is about to be crazy too.
I wonder if you're older than me or not. Come here,
Raymond.
come here.
Mr. K, you're in my usual spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here. It's just loud.
Okay. I know, I get it.
Bracken courtroom, how we live in.
Chelsea with the 50 stars. Ronaldo with the 200. Michael with the 200. I appreciate all that love, guys. Nikes took care of the bomb scuff. Hell yeah. See? That was dope, dude. And you know what? I take back the stuff I said when we had our little flame session on stream. Nick's got good RP. That was good stuff.
Thank you.
Stuck by his brother, all that stuff. All right, let's go.
Shit,
Let's go.
court's in session.
Let's run it.
This is very awkward, yeah. It's been a
Hello,
while.
hello.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Crane.
Hey, hello, honorable judge.
Hi, Crane.
Hello. Okay, couple of things before we get started here. First off, if you're wearing a mask, take it off. I don't care who you are. This ain't your gang compound.
Oh, you're over.
Thank you. Second off, I'm gonna make this move along, so to speak. So I'm gonna say this once for the attorney's benefits. If your intention is to come in here and object to things like, you know, nitpicky, ticky-tack little things to show how smart you are to everyone in the gallery, no one cares. This isn't about you. This is a large trial with big implications for the defendants. So I really don't want to hear people, you know, self-gratifying by showing us your knowledge of road objections for no purpose. If it actually is something that you think hurts or helps your case, then by all means do so. But if you're going to sit here and make procedural objections just for the sake of it, then I'll probably give you contempt. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Peachy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor, and in no way do I think that was targeted towards me. Yes, Your Honor.
Trying to get this done in less than, like, you know, however many hours typically happens these days with trials. I've heard some bad things.
7.5.
Yeah, that's not going to be the case here today. This will be efficient and this will be clean.
7.5, guys.
Can I get a betting pool on that?
I like
and this
that. That's
goes
good.
also for everyone in the gallery. If you would like to have, you know, the chance to witness this trial, then you will sit there and shut up. Again, not about you. I'm not going to, you know, throw your ass out for one comment, but if this starts getting into, you know, like city hall meetings and town halls where people just scream and bitch about random stuff,
oh, he ain't playing.
then I will have the entire gallery cleared. We'll just have a closed hearing. Any questions, any pretrial motions, any issues? Anybody got anything to say?
No.
Your Honor, I had the motion on the docket to add evidence that I never had a ruling on.
Which evidence?
Mayonnaise an instrument?
What?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Was it the master document? Oh,
It was, yeah, the master document that I created, Your Honor.
in advance, I have no objections to this master
Yeah,
document.
we're
It's
good with it.
convenient.
We've seen it.
All right, sounds good. All entered then.
I already did my pre-trial motion this morning.
Hope you're having a good day, Judge.
Yeah,
Your Honor, I did have a pretrial, not a motion, but a
Oh, he sucked the
question.
judge
I
off.
heard since I woke up that some witnesses were not available. I'd like to get a tally of who's not going to be present. I believe for our side, we have Eugene, Randy, and Bobby who are going to be in absentia. I don't know who else on their side might not be here.
Stout, Velsing, who from your side is not showing up?
We're only missing one witness who should arrive later in the court case.
Okay, sounds good. If they make it, they make it. If they don't, they don't. There's so many moving parts with this case. I've scheduled it the best I can. It'll have to be what it is. This has already been cleared with everyone. So everyone's on the same page. We're just getting this shit done. That
We
being
appreciate
said,
that, Judge.
Yes, sir. That being said, we're going to start moving forward. So,
God, his
proceed
cock
with the
tastes
reading
good.
of the statement of claim.
Wait, what'd he say?
Okay.
I don't know.
It's fairly lengthy, so let me get through this. On February 16, 2023, officers received an anonymous tip of an island off the East Coast being used to grow large quantities of marijuana. Officers got into Air 1 and went to investigate, finding an island with large quantities of marijuana being grown and multiple armed suspects. While watching the suspects, officers noted the armed suspects were aiming firearms at other individuals that were picking and tending to marijuana plants. Officers also watched as the armed suspects appeared to force the individuals picking the plants to pack the plants into boxes and then load them into boats and fixed-wing aircraft. Before officers could see where the boats or planes were transporting the marijuana, the armed suspects began opening fire on Air 1. Officers then deployed and a large firefight commenced in which 6 armed suspects were apprehended. These individuals are Mateo Perez, Randy Bullitt, Vinny Pistone, Tommy Tinker, Bobby Brown, and Zoe Levy. Officers also found 8 victims on the island that were flown to the island inside a cargo bob and forced at gunpoint to perform long, strenuous acts of manual labor intending to and harvesting the nearly 300 marijuana plants on the island. While interviewing victims, officers also discovered a large quantity of twats from the armed suspects and others. The statements provided by victims and the twats paint a story of how the armed suspects coerced the victims to come to Maldini's Pizzeria under the guise of a Maldini's tour. One suspect that was not apprehended on scene was Eugene Zuckerberg, who openly admitted to an off-duty officer that he was on the island during the shootout. In addition, Eugene had multiple twats of himself unmasked on the island with the marijuana plants in the background as the victims were harvesting them. A boat registered to Eugene Zuckerberg was also found on the island. On the island, officers found 300 marijuana plants capable of producing 30 kilograms of marijuana. This is the largest single marijuana grow officers have found to date. Due to the above information, officers secured search warrants for the 6 suspects apprehended on scene, and Eugene Zuckerberg willingly gave consent for officers to search his home and vehicles. Through these raids, officers found more firearms, dirty money, and drug paraphernalia used to break down drugs in smaller quantities. In addition, officers also found large quantities of cured meth in Zoe Levy's apartment.
RP Eugene.
Is that one of the victims was attacked by
maybe that's why he didn't show up.
in order to silence them from providing testimony.
Oh shit.
So
never.
I'm going to go through with the attorney defendants and just go through the charges. There's a fairly long list of charges here. Before I go through the long list, let me ask you this.
I need water.
Are you prepared to enter blanket pleas, or you put?
Your Honor, we're having some trouble hearing some of what you're saying.
So many people.
Might need a cough drop.
Is there too many people in here?
I think so. I don't know, but blanket please. I believe so. Let me confer briefly. I mean, just not guilty to everything.
What's a blanket? What's a?
Just speak up, old man.
Yes, Your Honor.
Not guilty to everything.
What's a blanket?
What's
a blanket?
Oh my god, the Peaky Blinders. I love the show.
Oh my god, is that Mr. K? Not guilty. And then if you're found
I don't know
guilty,
that guy.
All right, sorry. Can you explain that again? There's a lot of people telling what.
So it means that you would plead not guilty to all charges. I say we just go for a blanket not guilty plea for everybody, and then you'll be found guilty if there's like evidence based on specific charges.
Like Crane already said that he's going to like expedite this and keep it moving. So like even if we say not guilty to everything and they try to like itemize everything, he's going to shut it down. So
okay, I'm with whatever you guys are doing.
Let the lawyers make decisions.
Just save time. Say not guilty to everything. Not guilty.
Not guilty to everything. Got it.
Yeah, yes, sir. You guys heard the guy. Take his seat, guys. Come on. Respect the courtroom.
All right, got it. Okay, cool.
All right, we're ready to proceed.
Okay, so my question is, are you entering blanket pleas, or do you have specific pleas to certain charges?
What's going on?
We are in favor of blanket pleas. Blankets are very comfortable for us, Your Honor.
Is it cold in here?
So is that not guilty to everything from everybody?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe so.
Understood. I will be entering blanket pleas of not guilty to all charges for all defendants. We will address the charges as they are addressed in court by the prosecution. Anything else outstanding before I hand it over to the prosecution for opening statements from either side?
That'll be all. Your
Okay.
Honor.
Go ahead, prosecution, your opening statement.
Let's see.
What the fuck is this idiot?
Is Sweets here? A little pervert. Yeah, he is.
May it please the court, we are here today to address a disturbing case that involves human trafficking and drug trafficking. These crimes are not only reprehensible, but also have far-reaching impacts on the victims, their families, and the society within this city as a whole. Our case is further compounded by the defendant's actions of witness tampering, which highlights their disregard for the law and the safety of those who dare to testify against them.
Sorry.
The defendant's actions demonstrate a clear violation of basic human rights of vulnerable individuals. The victims were subjected to inhumane treatment, forced labor, and exploitation, while the drugs were used to fuel the defendant's illegal activities. The evidence that will be present in this trial will paint a picture of depravity and callousness on the part of the defendants, who thought nothing of exploiting human beings for their own selfish gain. Furthermore, defendants' attempts to tamper with the witnesses show a blatant disregard for the legal process and the importance of testimony in a trial. Witness tampering is a serious offense that undermines the integrity of the justice system and puts the safety of witnesses at risk. Through further testimony, we will show how the defendant's actions were taken in order to prevent witnesses from providing testimony in order to protect their fellow defendants from due legal process. Therefore, we ask through the testimony and evidence about to be presented that the court not only hold the defendants accountable for their crimes of human trafficking and drug trafficking, but also their attempts to interfere with the legal process through witness tampering. We urge the court to ensure that justice is served and that the defendants are held accountable to the fullest extent of the law.
All right, defense.
It's time to cook.
Yes, start cooking. Start cooking.
Here we go.
You think this is a good idea?
So fucking sexy, baby. Turn me on. You know.
You got this, Mickey. You fucking got this.
Come on, Mick. Do what you do best.
Let's talk about pleasing the court.
Oh, God.
Because if it does please the court, I would like to discuss how rich this case is. Rich in the irony that the prosecution mentions evidence. Evidence which we will find lacking in this case. Questionable eyewitness testimony. Eyewitness testimony that, well, is of question. Because of the individuals involved, because of their connections with the police force, and because of the nature of the witnesses themselves. We will be calling that into question. So too is this case rich. Rich in the irony of stacking. As someone who loves anime fan fiction, I could not believe at how fucking stacked some of these charges were. Stacked even than the most supple of bosoms that I encounter in anime fan fiction. 8 counts of human trafficking. Unprecedented.
Dark Magician.
Unprecedented given that cases such as 37334 on the February 19th of 2022 involved individuals also allegedly forced to sell drugs. But when multiple individuals were involved, they were charged with 1 count of human trafficking. Do we charge drug trafficking for the number of drugs involved? Do we charge weapons trafficking for the number of weapons involved? And furthermore, this case is rich in the irony of the picture that is painted of violence and cruelty, one which we will, the defense, bring into question. The prosecution would like to paint a picture of viciousness, of cruelty, when this was not the case. Certainly not the case here. And additionally, and perhaps the richest of all, is we present a case where the police and the prosecution have either ignorantly or maliciously left out crucial information. I read from the case, officers received, quote, an anonymous tip off of an island of the East Coast being used to grow large quantities of marijuana. How interesting then that it is that they mention a defendant, Mr. K, who gave them that information. I find that rich. I intend to let the defense cook up a beautiful cake to show you how rich this case is. Because frankly, if we're talking about what pleases the court, this does not please the court. And this does not please the justice that I served as mayor for 8 months to defend in this city.
Yep.
Thank you.
Tell him.
Oh my God.
Yes,
baby,
yeah! Vicky. Good job.
I got a fucking boner.
Oh my God.
He's so cool. He thinks he's so cool right now.
One nipples.
Okay. Thank you for those opening statements.
Okay, good.
Now proceed to testimony. So, prosecution, you're up if you want to call your first witness.
Your Honor, at this time, we're calling Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter.
Wait, like, I want candy, Aaron Carter?
Wait, Aaron
So
Carter.
this is a part of the case where they just like have all the cops repeat their
All right,
statements.
ma'am. If you affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing
Didn't we
but
hear
it
about
under the
Aaron
pains
Carter
and
and this
penalty
other
of
shit?
perjury, so help you Mitch.
Yes, I do.
All right, your witness, Stout.
What is your name and current rank within the UPD?
My name is Aaron Carter. I'm an officer at the UPD.
What was your rank on the date in question, February 16th, 2023?
They're not going to get sick of hearing that question.
What investigative units were you a part of at that time?
I was a detective for the SU.
Were you on duty on February 16th, 2023?
Yes, I was.
How were you made aware of the events in question today?
Let me grab a water bottle real quick.
We was in a PD meeting, and Jerry Sweets said that he received a tip-off that there was some individuals hostage on an island, and there was a lot of weed surrounding them. He asked for additional units to help, and they went to check it out. And then after he found the weed, he called for additional units.
What actions did you take immediately after hearing the call for backup?
I was originally going to be one of the first ones to help, but unfortunately I had some head issues, so I didn't go until the actual backup was needed.
Can you describe where the island is located?
I can't remember exactly, but I know it's like the east off the eastern coast. It was like really, really far out.
Okay, how did you arrive there?
We had to use helicopters and boats.
How did you specifically arrive there?
The first time I went over, I went via PD boat.
Okay. Do you recall which side of the island you approached from?
Do not remember.
What did you see when first arriving at the island?
When I first arrived at the island, we saw individuals masked up running around, and immediately, as soon as they got contact on us, they immediately started opening fire on us.
Did you notice anything unusual while there was while they were opening fire on you?
Say that again, sorry?
Did you notice anything in unusual while they were opening fire on you, or during that immediate point in time?
Not immediately, but afterwards we did, like, as we was breaching through the island.
In your statement, it says some individuals managed to escape in boats. Do you know how many individuals escaped on boats and what that looked like?
It was called out on the radio that 2 individuals went on a speedboat.
Okay. Going back to your statement, you said Carter then saw a group of people sitting on the floor while an individual later identified as Tommy Tinker was holding them up at gunpoint. Aaron Carter took a picture of this and has added this to report. Could you elaborate on this? And while you do so, could I direct your attention to the photograph in People's A, multiple hostages on the island?
Yep, so as we pushed through the island, as I said, so whereabouts we were, it's like a cliff, and you could oversee like where the boats were and the cars. And as you can see in the picture, we saw an individual masked up with a gun. There was multiple individuals sitting on the floor, which we then found out later on they're all hostages. This individual then, we had a clear line of fire on him, which he got shot down at that point. Hence why we knew at that point it was Tommy Tinker, because he was the first one we secured.
Were you close enough to hear anything that was being said by Mr. Tinker or any of the hostages?
No.
What gestures was he making, Mr. Tinker?
He was repeatedly holding his gun on people, like he wouldn't take his gun off these individuals sat on the floor at all.
Okay. Did you notice anything specific about the demeanor of the people being held hostage?
When we approached them, they're all very frantic, very scared for their lives, and were pleading for help to get off the island.
How long was it that you were observing this behavior before you eventually pushed to the island?
It's hard to say because we're still being shot at the same time. So some people, like, we had multiple units going on different directions.
Okay. When backup arrived and you were able to push, what did that look like?
I personally went down to where the hostages were and secured Tommy Tinker and secured the hostages, while other units then pushed the rest of the island where the remaining individuals were still shooting us.
How many officers did you directly witness being shot at?
I personally breached with a group of 5 or 6, and we all just got shot at immediately. So,
When the firefight ended, what did you do?
like right at the end, I was the one who documented all the wheat plants and destroyed them all.
Can you describe what the document entails?
I took the pictures, and as you can see in the report, there's pictures of all of the wheat plants together. They were separated into 3 different sections. In total, there was 100 plants in each section, so that ended up being 300 altogether. I tried to take a strain off one of them, which they'd recently been harvested, which then we found the wet bud later on. But then, because how long it took to harvest the plants, we managed to get a strain off one of them.
Can I direct your attention to the photograph taken by Air 1 in People's A, titled 107 Air 1 Cam UPD First Arrival Imagery, Suspects and Plantation Number 2?
Yep, I have it now.
Does this image show all the marijuana plants you were able to find growing on the island?
Got some food.
Based on your experience as an officer, what do the individuals standing next to the marijuana appear to be doing?
Say it ain't so.
They appear to be guarding it. It looks like some of them are also harvesting it as well.
Directing your attention to the images titled Weed Plants on Island 1 through 8. Who took all these photos, do you know?
How's their lawyer?
Let me have a look, hold on.
What do you guys think? Objection, I have a bomb.
That would be myself.
You took those 8 photos specifically? And you said, how many plants did you find?
300 in total.
They sent her to die.
Were you checking for the strain on all of them, or was it just the one you were able to find?
Yeah, that's a
pretty solid.
Checking for the strain on all of them, but due to them being recently
They
harvested,
said they have evidence of me being on the island. Well, why am I not being charged with anything then?
Batch.
I guess the evidence is my car. Maybe.
How long did it take for you to destroy all of the marijuana there?
Quite a long time, because obviously when you
destroyed, they
destroy
probably smoked it, man.
Fertilizer and
She sounds fried.
Then transport the fertilizer continuously.
Objection of relevance. I don't see how long it takes them to destroy it has anything to do with what's already been answered.
Rebuttal.
My next question will attempt to give some context to it, Your Honor, and then it will lead to other questions with other witnesses.
I already said 300 plants. I mean, it's just kind of like beating a dead horse at this point with how much there was.
Yeah, just let's try to wrap up this point quickly. If you don't, then I'll just start striking it.
Okay.
Crane's trying to get this moving along.
How many officers, including yourself, were responsible for tearing down the plants?
I personally destroyed it.
Ramee back there, fucking bitch.
Okay. I defer to co-counsel if they have any further questions.
Yeah, big dick and Merc. Good shit. That was hot.
No.
No further
I think
questions.
it turns them on. It gets them aroused to know how much weed there was.
All right,
talk about it. I think.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm kind of just letting him cook because it's nothing that interesting.
Sweets looks like such a weirdo.
I just want to figure out what her
you heard him, Jerry.
This was like she showed up at first, then came back.
Why you take off Friday? 2 hours after that.
Oh, cross-examine. I'm fucking stupid.
Is that
Is
what if that's what they're cooking with?
They're both on Friday. You sure you want to do that one?
How are you guys thinking?
Who said that? Who said that?
I
was just saying, it sounds like from what we heard, she came initially with the initial push. Stated that she and 5 others were put down, right? Did she come back for evidence collection? So she missed the bulk of this, right?
Yeah.
You got
you clarify that. Are they still asking more questions, or is it our turn?
Yeah, he's got.
Maybe. Yeah, it's co. I think they're deferring to co-counsel.
Attorney cross examination.
Oh
No. They're asking us. They're asking us. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mikey, go ahead. Ask for get the time frame established.
Hey, so what's happening? I don't even know.
Sorry, Your Honor. We were conferring ahead of our turn. We thought that their co-counsel was going. My apologies.
Take off me.
Huh?
Trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to establish a timeline on this to figure out what happened here.
Who's going? Who's going and asking the
Go
questions?
ahead, go
you
ahead.
two had the question.
I'm gonna explain this to them. So it sounds like she was like part of the initial push on the island, right?
Just some brief
And
questions
was put
here.
down. But then we're trying to figure out if she came
Oh,
back.
right.
Did she missed the.
Remember, I'm being investigated for drug trafficking. They won't let me ask questions, Murphy, so you have to.
Wait, what?
Well, because of my drug trafficking, I'm not allowed to ask questions of like police witnesses.
Oh, fuck with that. I don't want to deal with that.
All you have to ask is.
Wait, what the fuck is going
Did
on?
you receive medical and establish the timeline that she had to leave?
Rose is going up there.
Right, Rosa can do that.
All right, go do it. You look
All
good.
right. Hi, Aaron. Hope you're doing well today.
Jesus Christ.
Just some clarifying questions here. You said, were you part of the initial push that came to the island via helicopter, correct?
Ask questions ahead of time.
I told you that I can't ask questions of the
You
cops.
came by
'cause of
boat.
the, drug trafficking.
And how many officers were with you when you came on that boat?
Says who?
5 or 6.
Crane
We had multiple
agreed.
boats.
He lets me
And
object
when
and
you
do openings,
arrived
closings, and
via
everything else.
boat,
But no question
what
cops.
happened?
We jumped out for we didn't push the boat all the way to the island. We pushed it halfway. Then we jumped in the water, swam the rest of the distance, and then we pushed onto the island from one. I don't know which direction. I can't recall, but we pushed from one direction.
My lawyer team's falling
and then the
apart.
breaching team pushed from the other direction.
And were you injured during this push?
I was shot at multiple times, yes, but I didn't go down.
So you remained up during this entire scene. I'm just trying to wrap my head around this. Okay. All right. 1 second. She said she came back a second time, right? Oh.
What the fuck is my team doing?
Sure, that's why I didn't
I
want to
literally heard her say when she pushed with the 5 or 6 people she was with, they instantly got put down. That's exactly what she said.
Ask her if she received medical and then came back. That's what I would
She
ask.
said she put me. That she put me down.
Oh.
Yeah, she said she put me down.
Oh my God, Pidgey Witch.
You sure about that, Tinker?
Did you return to an island a second time?
What the fuck are y'all doing?
You bench guy?
Fuck the channel game.
All the individuals are
That's
down.
a-
Oh my
God, have you seen High School Musical?
And where were
Yes,
you returning
I
from that
saw
second
them.
time?
So basically, after all the evidence, after everyone got shut down, we moved them all to where the hostages were on that beach area, as you can see in that picture just there. And then that's when we were having to use helicopters and boats to transport 95s over to the main island, as well as the fertilizer. And I can't remember if they got the cars in the end, because I was in charge of the plan.
Okay. Were you present on the island during this entire processing scene? Okay. So you did not return back to mainland?
No.
Okay. All right, that's all I really wanted. I would just, her timeline didn't make sense. Unless y'all have something, I don't think anything else for her.
Excuse you.
All right, so did we mishear her, or did she say that she went there twice?
She
Which is it?
said that I think what she's trying to say is that while they were on the island, they were transporting via
It's
helicopter,
on the
but she
pin
didn't leave the
parts.
island.
Third one from the top.
So she came via boat, but then was on a helicopter while on the island.
Oh.
All right.
Just wanted to sit on theirs. Yeah. They got pins now.
Nothing else
so
for
that
her?
People don't have an excuse to look at a docket.
All right, nothing else for her, Your Honor.
All right, any redirect based off that?
What's going on with my lawyers right now?
No redirect, Your Honor.
Is Miss Carter being marked for recall?
She is not.
Miss Carter, you're free to go. Thank you for your time. Who's up next for the prosecution?
Jerry Sweets, but he's outside grabbing the missing witness at the moment.
Fucking pervert.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah, we're calling Jerry Sweets this time.
Me? I'm going up? Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Oh, bet.
What the?
Shut the fuck up,
Hey, how
What
about
the
you
hell?
shut before I shut a flashlight on you?
Quit clowning around.
Arrest them!
You got it, baby.
Down
Man.
in
You
the
got it, baby.
gallery.
What the fuck is this?
That's my baby mama.
All right, Sweets, do you affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but it under the prison penalties of perjury, so help you Han?
I do.
All right, you're witness, Stout.
Heard that before.
What is your name and current rank within the UPD?
Jerry Elizabeth Sweets. I'm a senior officer of the LSPD.
What was your rank on the date in question, February 16th, 2023?
Senior officer.
Ooh, did a bad job or something.
Did you receive any disturbing phone calls that day?
Yeah, I was chilling at MRPD. Meeting was going on, living my best life. I got a phone call from Kirk Jerkums. You know, they're clowns. I don't really see them as people, but you know, I answered anyway. Apparently, being held against his will out on an island somewhere off of Sustancia. I was like,
That's
okay,
the
Kirk, yeah,
fucking
funny,
clown.
haha, prank. But he sounded pretty scared, so I was like, okay, bet. So I grabbed.
I didn't know about this.
Air One.
This clown is the one who stole
with,
my face.
Bones and another officer, and went to go investigate it.
Who was flying the helicopter?
Bones.
Do you know who took the photos and evidence labeled as Air 1 cam?
Ooh. I can't recall.
Okay. Can I direct your attention to the photograph taken by Air 1 in People's A titled 107 Air 1 Cam UPD First Arrival Imagery Shoreline of Scene?
The fuck did he just say?
Fuck, I don't know.
Just pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I knew that too. Yeah,
That's an old picture.
title. Yeah, title 5 of
Plane
the
crash, first arrival imagery.
Shoreline of Scene.
It's on the big
There it
screen,
is,
Sweets.
Yeah, I see it.
Can you describe what you see going on in this image?
At that time, it looked like people were loading up those.
What the fuck are those circles in the bottom left?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Okay, can I
What is that?
direct you to the image entitled Suspects and Plantation number 3 from the Air 1 cam as well?
What the fuck? Get your breath out of my face, bro.
Damn, PD really fucking upgraded their
Yeah, I
attorney,
see it.
huh? Their prosecutor.
Can you describe what you're seeing in that
It's hard to
scene?
find good help these days. Looks like.
Okay,
oh
you guys
shit!
really
Yeah, like
upgraded-
lots
you
of
guys-
photos.
Okay, you guys really upgraded your grow up, man. I mean, this is really impressive work.
To work on straight lines, because that's very triggering.
Okay,
Yeah, this is fucking sick. Okay, good job.
Listen,
what
yeah,
other
one of the
things
boys
did
was
you
little
see
drugs,
while
huh?
cursory flyovers of the island were occurring?
It's like
3 in the pink, 2 in the stink to me.
With class
Check
2s,
that out. That's nice though. That's pretty.
where
That's
I
pretty
did,
good.
watch
Pretty good lines. I mean, it could be
one
better,
of
but
them have their hands behind their
maybe
head
next
while
time we'll
they're
do
being held
better.
at gunpoint. And then we were quickly noticed and open fired upon.
Did you see a cargo bob on the scene?
I did. Blue in color.
What was it doing?
At the time, I think it was moving something. I cannot clarify what, but it was moving something and then landed on the island.
To your knowledge, are there any other aircraft in the city that are able to deploy vehicles like that?
Not to my knowledge.
How many land vehicles did you notice while surveying the island, if you recall?
2 to 3. One of them
Okay.
had an ass load of weed in it. God.
How long were you able to observe the operation before you were spotted?
Before I probably spotted almost immediately, but only open fired upon maybe 5 to 10 minutes after.
What did you do after you were spotted and open fired on?
Once we were open fired upon, we called for emergency backup. I told them I'm gonna need a lot of units. Basically, storm that bitch like it was D-Day, man. Land, sea, and air was crazy.
How long after your initial contact with the island was it before you were able to lead the push to take back the island?
Ooh. Maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
Do you know how many officers were involved in the push to retake the island?
Oh. What you mean?
I want to say
it's fucking random island.
20 plus.
We didn't have it in the first place.
Or
did we own the island to begin with?
Nah, Simone does.
Nick Simone what did you do after the firefight concluded?
Once it was concluded, I basically helped control the scene. I got people documenting everything. I got people
shit, this was all on private property.
getting witness statements, taking the suspects into custody, getting them searched, everything documented.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Got all the vehicles searched and documented. I had people basically combing the entire island for casings and projectiles.
What was the condition of the victims when you got to them?
Couple of them were distraught. I think they were freaking the fuck out. I think would be a better way. Some of them were. One of them was shit-faced. He was fucking shit-faced, absolutely drunk off his tits. He refused to give a statement though.
Is this an objection here?
Did any of the victims need medical treatment?
Is it a what?
I can't recall.
I mean,
do you remember taking a statement from
is he
Sunny Moonstar on
basically
February 24th?
Give statements on their conditions.
I
It's
do.
not a medical professional. and
Can you
their
tell me
records
the
aren't in-
circumstances around
It's fine.
that?
Any statement by this person's fucking.
Can you tell me
case anyway.
the circumstances around that statement?
Sweet.
Let him talk. He wants
no,
to
Sunny
say
evidence.
something.
Sorry, was the 24th the island event?
The 24th was the statement he gave to you.
Yes. So, surrounding that, apparently, he had been after the events of the island had caused him to have a breakdown.
So wait, so it was because the island.
Self-admitted himself
Well, we
into
don't-
Parsons so he could get better.
That's what he just said.
Once he had gotten better and,
Can he
cleared,
stop yawning? He's making me
mentally,
tired.
as they should be, he gave his
This guy being
statement
crazy.
to do with the kidnapping.
It even says in the report that there was no psych to eval him at all.
Okay. No further questions at this time.
If he was so scarred to go crazy during that, how could he have any proper recollection?
Exactly.
He wasn't seen by psych ever, so there's no definitive evidence.
Yeah.
No, it's your turn.
I think it's cute you guys take turns. I think it makes it fun.
Okay, so I just want to clear this up. So you went and sought out a person who just been discharged from Parsons to get a credible statement to charge someone with a crime.
Yes, because there'd be no point grabbing a statement while he's having a breakdown. But once he's cleared mentally by a professional, I would, yes.
Sure, of course you would wait until the bare minimum level of credibility has been established. About how long after he was out of Parsons?
Objection! He's
Parsons would you-
testifying. Murphy is just testified.
All right, yeah,
Don't
yeah.
raise your voice.
Oh my god!
No editorializing.
You are
Murphy.
mean.
About how long until after
Well, Murphy,
this?
you alcoholic.
Oh, hey.
All right, you gonna? Do I have to take that, Your Honor?
Murphy on trial? Damn.
Hey,
I'm being respectful.
I chastised Murphy.
You're right.
Keep your
I'm
comments
sorry.
to yourself.
I'm
The hell,
sorry.
where did he come from?
I
Go
hardly did
ahead.
anything worth chastising.
Resume.
Okay, about how long after this individual was out of Parsons did you wait to interrogate him about a material statement to an investigation?
He yelled.
I think interrogation makes it sound too harsh. I had a conversation with the guy. How long? I cannot remember. That was ages ago. I want to say a couple days, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, you don't remember, or it was a couple of days?
I'm speculating, but I'm going to say with no. I cannot remember.
All right, fair enough.
Hey, should I have objected for speculation?
Yeah. You look so hot up there, Mickey.
I think Rosa has their stout.
questions. That was why I was.
I was stuck.
It was a joke.
Hiya.
Oh.
Oh, sweets.
Hiya. How are you?
I'm doing well. Was Sunny Moonstar seen by a psychiatrist at any point during this quote breakdown?
While he was at Parsons, yes.
Is there any report that's been entered in of that?
I mean, if he was cleared out of Parsons, I would presume so, yes.
So he was not seen by psychiatrists prior to his, I guess, self-admittance into Parsons?
If he's in Parsons, I presume he's getting medical help and receiving mental help, and then once he's cleared, he's out.
All right. 1 second. So the report says that psych was not available, nor were they called at any point. So I don't want to push it too hard because we don't have the doctor here on our side, but I think we need to get to the point that this could very well be not just a breakdown.
The point is that there are no doctors for our side. Like, we would request this information to help our case, and they would fucking give us red tape and deny us. And when I talked to a psych about this, they said, "Oh no, they're totally credible to give fucking statements in court, even though they're crazy. Once they're released, they're totally, they disagreed with me completely." So,
but if he went
we're
crazy
on our own on this front, but I think Crane is going to agree with us.
If he went crazy from that event, he can't have a proper recollection from it if it was that fucking.
He's the he's the only person who's testifying against you, and he's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's going to be up there too. So I think we save the rest of this for him.
Yeah,
I think we're
all right. Nothing further for him.
Murphy, I think later you show that there's a degree of credibility of witness testimony, that you're not either credible or uncredible, that there's the degree, and them coming right out of Parsons makes them
Sorry, I apologize for
questionable.
questions.
He has fucking delusional voices and shit in his head. He's not.
Hey,
credible.
Sweets.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good. This witness in question, did they seem not insane in the membrane?
You mean insane?
Objection
no
calls
brain?
for the opinion of a lay person.
I would argue that us
He's
as
not a
police
doctor. I would
officers-
agree.
Okay. Well, you're gonna let me get it out, Murphy? Why don't you just go ahead and put a pacifier on your whiskey so I can talk?
Do you need to?
Enough back and forth between you two. So there's an objection, opinion of a layperson. Question was, did this guy seem not insane in the membrane? I'm going to call that not a medical conclusion and more of a colloquial. I don't think it's calling for a professional opinion from Sweets. But alternatively, Murphy, or I guess in the same, sort of breath, I will weigh it as such. This is very clearly not a medical or professional opinion, and it's just Sweets saying things. So go ahead, Wrangler.
All right. Yeah. So this individual, did he seem, in your opinion, in the right state of mind to give you a report?
All right, hold on. No, that's not what was asked. Sweets, did they seem not insane in the membrane?
They did not seem insane in the membrane. Insane got no brain.
The fuck does that even mean?
Seemed perfectly fine.
Sick fuck.
All right.
This man
Good.
literally told
Fantastic.
cops he was hearing voices.
Okay, so was this this whole investigation? Did you base it off this singular person's statement, or was there other factors that came to that led to these charges that are being pressed here today?
The entire CG event as a whole, yes. There's a buckets of evidence.
Oh, okay. There's more. Okay, all right. Thank you.
Literal buckets, or?
All right. Any recall for Sweet? Oh,
I do have one more question. Could you describe the demeanor of the individual as he were taking his statement?
I want to see those.
His demeanor?
Yeah. What did he look like? Actions he was taking, such as that.
Well, he seemed fine. He was very compliant, helpful, happy to work with me.
It's a horrible day to quit doing cocaine.
Were there any? Was he making any erratic movements or threats
towards me? No.
He obeys,
Okay,
so he's
thank you.
credible.
Oh,
Got it.
Yep.
Okay, did you guys
So
read
the-
the report? He
Okay.
threatened all the cops.
Any
No, I
notion
didn't
of
read the
recalling
report. Why the fuck
Sweets
would I
from
read
the
the
defense?
report?
Talking to Murph, sorry.
You should say that.
Well,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't right now. What am I going to say? That he's lying?
I think Sweets is free to
Recall
eat his
him.
spaghetti.
Recall him and ask him about
Yay.
it.
Defense, are we recalling Sweets? Yes or no?
One
Give me-
second, you're on.
Yeah, 1 second.
Get
Rosa,
up there,
you
Rosa,
want to?
call and ask and be like, hey, in the report, this shit happened. What the fuck's that about,
I'm
huh?
sure Sweet said this though, not somebody else.
All right, take a second and double check. This is not
Dirty
him. Then
spaghetti,
let's make sure
yeah.
we call him.
But you don't like spaghetti?
No one's sweets though. It's probably just butter and Parmesan. Fucking eats like a 2-year-old.
Hey, what?
No,
Hey,
this
what was that?
dumbass, he probably just puts fucking ketchup on his fucking
Can I
pasta.
have my buttered pasta? Fucking
Shut up! I made it myself. It's got
You
more
don't even
than
use
that.
Italian sausage, do you?
Yeah, what's in it?
I do. I use hot. What's in it?
Yeah.
Well, I start by sautéing the meat and a hot Italian sausage as well. I use
Yeah,
lean
right.
beef, and then I introduce the fat with the hot Italian sausage.
Your Honor, if it please the court, we can keep things moving. We can let you know within the next couple of minutes if we're gonna recall him. We just need to double check some facts, and we can keep witnesses coming.
Sweets, you can step down. You're on call for the next 5 minutes until they decide.
Okie dokie.
Hey, fuck you, Sweets.
Shut up, bitch.
Fucking buttered pasta.
Bitch.
Come over there and suck your
Fucking
balls,
ketchup
pussy.
pasta.
Canned spaghetti eater.
Do that on your free time, Sweets. All right, who's up next?
At this time, we're calling Jeff Waters, Your Honor.
Solo, why didn't you tell him?
Jeff Waters.
Who the
all right.
fuck is this guy?
This guy's trying to put you in for a long time. Why didn't you
This
talk
guy's
to us?
on a very long
see
and
his mouth?
descriptive memory of you guys.
All over his mouth.
It's very
down right here. This is the guy that has X-ray vision.
The
Okay.
fake mustache, not even the same color.
Ex-cop.
My gosh, looks like a clown.
So Sweets doesn't have anything about the
Still
initial
no one
incident at
asked,
MRPD.
okay?
All it says is that
Oh,
Sweets
sorry, I
was
thought I was
contacted
whispering.
by
Apologies,
Belsing.
Judge.
Yeah, certainly, Mr.
But
Outburst.
the other statements say that he was violent
do you
and
affirm
threatening.
the testimony you're about to give before
Okay.
this court be the
So
truth?
Right, we
we'll
don't
let Sweets
really
go.
need to mark him for
Nothing but
recall,
under
but
the
I also
penalties
don't know
of
why he didn't have a
perjury.
report if he was there for the
So
first
help
thing, you know?
Air-
So
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
recall him if you want to ask him,
All right,
you know,
list
why he
out your
didn't
witness.
have a statement in that.
No,
but
if
beyond
it's-
that, I don't think it's important.
Can you state
Yeah,
your
if
name and
if the
occupation
other
for the court,
witnesses
please?
who have that information will recall them.
My name is Jeff
Well, these
Waters,
are
and I'm
these are
currently
just report
unemployed.
statements. I don't know if they're going to be
Did you
called.
recall any traumatic events
Worst
that
case, you can
happened
mention it
on
in
February
closing.
16th, 2023?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was the day that I was human trafficked and forced to pick marijuana against my will, I believe.
Oh yeah.
How did that all start?
Yeah. This is X-ray vision.
Well, I was outside the LSBN building when I was approached by a man wearing a knit mask who went up to me and asked me if I wanted to go on a ride to go see the Maltini's sauce factory. Initially, I said no, as I had something to do inside the LSBN building, but he seemed very sad that I said no. So after finishing my work inside the LSBN building, I went out to the Maltini's parking lot where I saw 7 other people sitting outside of a cargo bob getting ready for the tour.
What made you think that the offer to tour the Maldini's factory was legitimate?
Well, it was very, very heavily advertised on Twitter, so I assumed anybody who's willing to do something nefarious wouldn't do that to advertise it. So I thought it was legit.
Can I direct your attention to the image of a tweet from February 16th in People's A labeled Randy Bullet Twats 2 of 3?
Oh God.
We don't need to look at that. We can just, we can just get past that.
Is it bad? What is it?
Even use fucking tweets.
Oh, is it the one about you? Oh, never mind.
I don't see anything yet, Stouts.
Your Honor, could we have that on the projector, please?
Oh my God.
We don't need that.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, what's wrong with that
How
advertising
did this
pizza?
twat
I
make
don't-
you feel about the opportunity?
Oh my God.
Do you even work there?
I assumed it
I
was
love
somewhat legit.
I like
When I
free
arrived
pizza,
on
too.
scene, they didn't
He
mention
definitely doesn't
anything
work
regarding
there.
the money, but rather just the Maldini's sauce factory tour that we were going to go see in the helicopter.
Anybody could have hacked his account.
Oh, very secure.
Exactly. I've seen it
How
happen.
many people were...
Projection, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Well, because it's on a projector. I'm sorry.
Boo.
Oh, Mickey. Stick to dealing cocaine, am I right?
Allegedly.
Oh my God, you think? Yeah, that's
You
allegedly.
think he would
First
make
of
a
all,
good
thank
coke
you.
dealer? Oh my God, that's the nicest thing
How
someone's
many
ever said to
people
me.
were waiting for you before waiting for the trip to the Maldini's factory?
Besides myself, there were 7 other people, 2 of which were wearing masks at the time. The other 6 were people that were just waiting for the tour involving Sunny Moonstar and 5 other people whose names I don't care to remember.
How did you travel to the tour?
We took a ride in a cargo bob from the restaurant to the island.
Could I direct your attention to the photograph in People's A labeled Cargo Bob on Island? How does this compare to the helicopter that you were transported in?
That's such a hot
Looks
helicopter.
completely identical. I'd say that's even the exact same cargo bob that transported me and 7 other people.
Damn, this guy's an aviation fucking mechanic.
Who was flying the helicopter?
Fucking crazy. He
I was
aviation
one of the
school.
individuals that were masked at the time, though. I believe I saw his
Can I
mask being
object
taken
and say
off on the
that that's the
island after that
helicopter I
entire
also
shootout.
used
So
to
I
sell
believe
my
it was Randy
coke in?
Bullet
Wait, that's probably
flying
doesn't
the
know.
helicopter.
Never mind.
He believes.
This guy doesn't sound traumatized at all.
Your Honor, motion to strike this testimony. He jumped far afield and ahead of what was being asked about to identify someone after the fact of the question.
We'd like to counter as that's not an objection.
So the question asked was who was flying the helicopter, and he gave an answer and then justified how he knew that to be the answer. So I think that's within the scope of the question.
Fair enough.
Take the. Oh wait, hold on. Is that for us?
What was the general
that's not good for us.
atmosphere of people traveling on the cargo bob?
I was generally cheery at the time. Everyone was discussing their excitement to go see the factory, as well as the people flying the plane were talking about some fun facts about how they make the sauce.
Where did the cargo bob take you?
It took me out to this giant island in like the just off the coast of Los Santos. I can't tell exactly what direction, as I was in a plane.
About how long were you traveling for?
I'd say like maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less.
That he knew exactly that.
What happened to you when you arrived at the island?
When we arrived on the island, the 2 people at the front of the cargo bob jumped outside of the helicopter and pointed guns at all of us inside the helicopter, alongside, I believe, 7 other individuals.
Were the masked individuals who brought you to the island also being threatened?
Not from what I can understand, is they were pointing guns at all of us at the back of the cargo bob as we all got out.
What things were being said to you while you were at gunpoint?
They were threatening our life, telling us how if we didn't comply, we were going to get harmed, very excessively, killed even.
Ridiculous.
What happened after that?
They assigned us into teams where the 6 of us that were all being held up at gunpoints were split into 3 different teams, one of which were pickers and the other ones were sorters. The sorters sorted the marijuana that the pickers picked into boxes to load into planes.
Can I direct your attention to the photograph taken by Air 1 and People's A, titled 107, Air 1 Cam, UPD, First Arrival Imagery, Suspects, and Plantation 3. Can you describe what you see in this picture?
I could see 2 teams of, or at least 1 team of pickers that and growers that were picking marijuana in the field that I believe was just at the middle of the island, I believe. I believe that might actually be me with my partner, Sonny Moonstar,
boys
picking
sound
marijuana in that
little
photograph.
fucked here.
You can see him in that picture.
What were you wearing at
So
that time?
he knows what it fucking
I was
looks like
wearing a
from the
makeshift
sky like
scuba
that.
outfit for a the stuff I was doing in the LSPN building.
Okay.
Guy's been prepped for sure.
Like I see fucking ants on the screen. This guy, yeah, that's me.
There I am. Hi, Mom.
How long were you harvesting marijuana
Ask him
for?
to pick out himself in it.
I can't give an exact amount of time, but I believe it was at least more than like it was like an hour or 2. I'd like to say. I'm not 100% sure though, as the flow of time was a bit kind of fast for us, as we were all kind of high on adrenaline for being beaten and threatened by the gun havers.
What happened to the plants?
Wasn't it testimony that they
what
were
happened
eaten?
after you ran out of plants to harvest?
Was
They
that in the
directed
report?
us towards the middle of that canopy, where they all had us sit in a circle and had an individual with a pistol have a gun on us while they were screaming about how the police were coming onto the island.
What happened to the marijuana that you harvested?
They were put into planes and shipped off the island.
that's
However,
funny,
from what I
'cause the planes
understand,
blew up.
they were all crashed in the middle of the ocean. At least 2 of them were. And at which point we started packing the marijuana into 2 different vehicles.
How did those vehicles arrive to the island?
They were flown there via the cargo bob that took us all to the island in the first place.
How does he know that?
What did you believe would happen to you if you did not harvest these plants?
I believed it would have been harmed in some extreme way, potentially killed. There were a lot of assaults happening on the island.
Yeah, they were there way prior.
Bro, what is this guy on?
Do you remember any physical violence against you or other prisoners?
Can you stop this?
Yeah, I believe I was hit once by a individual having a shotgun. I was beaten, as well as another
Jesus
individual
Christ.
who was also beaten. I believe it was a clown.
Oh my God!
Oh, come on.
Do you remember any verbal threats made against yourself or other prisoners?
Yeah, there's lots of, they were demanding us to get back to work whenever we were slowing down. Lots of threats against our lives.
Can you describe what the person who beat you looked like?
He was wearing like a beret and one of those sort of like bandana half masks and a dark jackets and baggy pants.
Can I direct your attention to the photograph in People's A, Eugene Zuckerberg Twats, 4 of 19?
Well,
Didn't the officer say the witnesses appear to be fine when they put up on scene? This guy just said he was beat.
He was coached. He was literally coached to say.
Oh, I mean, that could be anyone. That could be anyone.
Nobody. That could be anybody.
Can you describe how the person in this image compares to the person that beat you?
Holy fuck, that guy's old.
Listen, if he got beat, how would he know?
You know, I'd say that guy looks
No,
almost
no.
identical with the exception of the
Cop
mask
said there was
that
no one
the,
beating. They were
person
fine.
who beat me was wearing.
You go in on the fact that none of these guys received medical. The cops.
How did the demeanor of your captors change before being told
They had been beaten.
to
Why
stop
was
harvesting?
medical not called?
Exactly.
They were frantically getting like erratic. There was decisions being made, then having them like undone in order to get us back underneath the canopy.
Holy fuck, this guy's good.
Did you notice anything specific
After
that
being
caused the
beaten,
change
by
in
the
their
way,
behavior?
Dude's a goddamn
They
wizard.
started
after Harry
mentioning how
Potter came out.
the police department was surrounding the island and how they saw choppers overhead.
What did your captors make you do once you were told to stop harvesting?
They made us all sit underneath a circle underneath that canopy and be good hostages.
Can I direct your attention to the photograph of People's A, multiple hostages on the island?
Hey, can you help me? Claire, could you do that for me, by the way? Shelby said it's
Tell me
okay.
this guy got beat to.
Yeah, Shelby said
claims
it's
that he
okay.
got beat up, but remembers everything like it was yesterday, huh?
Right?
That's fucking.
Oh, he knows more
Does
than
this
the fucking
photo depict
mastermind.
where
I
you were
swear
directed to wait under?
That could be anybody.
Yes, it does.
That could be anywhere.
Can you tell me what is going on in this picture?
I don't see anybody.
I believe that was the armed gunmen they left underneath the canopy to keep watching us while we were all being good little hostages, all grouped up in a circle.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is.
Were you able to identify the person pointing a gun at you?
The individual sounded a lot like Tommy Tinker. And in fact, he was 100% proven after he was gunned down, he was brought
Interesting.
over
I can sound like Tommy Tinker.
Objection, Your Honor. What happened after he was gunned down is
That could
not
be anybody.
relevant.
Oh, there. Is it? Exactly.
All right.
This guy said you sound like Tommy. You met
This
him before
man's
Tommy
fucking
Tinker?
good, bro. Let me tell
Sorry,
you.
I had to object over everybody. I object.
Yeah.
Whatever happened after he was gunned down, whoever was found on the scene is irrelevant. He can't amend his statement like that.
Sounded like you should be a police officer. Sounded like somebody you know, huh?
He was clarifying how he came to the knowledge of who that individual was.
That's not exactly what he was stating, Your Honor. He was stating that he thought someone was Tommy Tinker, which is now justified after the fact by the fact that Tommy Tinker was found on scene in a separate circumstance.
Okay, so the question then to Stout is you need to ask separate questions if you want to get at that information. I agree with Murphy.
Okay.
Your witness is sort of going on a narrative tangent that does not respond to the original question. So I'll strike everything that wasn't related to the original question.
Okay. Can you tell me what the answer you have left is?
He said that he thought he was being held like someone that sounded like Tommy Tinker. That's response to your original question.
Were you able to see the individual holding you's mask removed?
Yes, I did after he was shot down.
And who was it once sorry, excuse me. Were you able to identify the person once his mask was removed?
Yeah, it was Tommy Tinker.
Fuck.
In your statement, you said Tommy Tinker was exhibiting increasingly erratic behavior. What did you mean by this?
Oh, he was like freaking out. He was ordering us to do stuff. He kept asking for people to start eating in front of him.
Okay. Did you receive medical treatment after your time on this island?
No, I did not. I was offered medical treatment,
They're
but
in a
I
shaded
denied it due to
canopy,
the fact that the
and
bruises were
Tommy
hurting
Tinker
his dad
offers them
after.
food.
He said he got badly
Shaded, shaded canopy. Tommy
it's
Tinker
critical
offers them
counsel.
food. Cops did not request medical. Those are the facts.
I was offering aid. Oh, I'm fucked, boys. I'm royally fucked.
No, he's a great witness.
Oh yeah, he's a great witness.
No further questions.
I'll ask one. Were you human trafficked by drug traffickers?
Yes.
Objection.
How do you know what
That
the
one's
fucking
easy.
drug trafficker is? How regular?
Whoa!
What do you mean, whoa? You just asked a lay witness for a legal conclusion.
What do you mean? That guy used to be a cop.
Yeah, I used to be a
Oh,
cop.
interesting.
Shut up, Mickey. Okay. It doesn't
used to be
matter
a cop.
whether he used to be a cop or not. The person who's asked to draw legal conclusions about what occurred based on the facts is me. I don't need his input.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry they're disrespecting you, Your Honor. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's true. You're right, Crane. Okay. You're right, big dog.
Cross-examination.
All right, Special Agent Waters, how are you doing?
I'm good and doing good today, sir. How are you doing?
For real, Special
Pretty
Agent.
good. Sounds like you had quite the adventure.
This guy
yes, sir.
remembers.
It
Dude,
seems, it seems like
shit
you,
this guy remembers.
You observed and witnessed a lot
He
of
definitely
things.
must have had to study
testified
this
to a lot
shit.
of things. How exactly was it that you were able to keep
I
track
couldn't tell you
of
a
so
fucking
much
5%
things
of what
going
happened.
on from the position of being a hostage held against your will and forced to do labor?
Objection. That calls for a narrative.
I'm asking him to clarify how he seems to know more than most masterminds about this plot. Seems like a pretty reasonable question to me, Your Honor. This
I
witness
think he
is a
should
little
ask more
helpful.
pointed and directed questions, Your Honor.
Pretty pointed and directed.
Okay,
how are you able to keep track of all this information?
Enough.
Easy enough.
You guys are just arguing back and forth on objections. I don't want to have to do this, but if you keep cutting each other off and rapid fire responding, it basically just turns into an argument. So if that's the case, then I'll have to start pausing and telling you when you can respond, and nobody wants to do that. So let's keep it cleaner.
Well, each time I've had the floor, Your Honor, but I will do whatever you ask.
Yeah. Okay. In terms of that specific question, I think Jeff can give an answer. There is, in my mind, a series of questions that could be asked that would point to a more specific answer, but that series of questions is superfluous because it literally just exists as a procedural objection that won't change anything. So for the sake of expediency, I'm going to overrule. Jeff, just go ahead and answer.
I'm gonna ask that.
I have very excellent long-term memory.
You have very excellent
Got 'em.
long-term memory.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I got to break things down. How did you know exactly how the marijuana was?
Yeah, he
was
must
being
have
transported off the island.
rewatched
how
his
did
shit
you
or
know
something.
that?
Them transport the marijuana onto the airplanes and then take off in them. There were 2 airplanes that apparently crashed, according to what they said.
Okay, so you personally witnessed that.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Which is fine.
these conversations
I don't give a
that you
fuck, to be
testified
honest.
to, you were personally privy to those. You were kind of in on those.
I was listening to them most of the time. I was mostly working.
Mostly working, but just listening in to whatever conversations were happening around you.
Yes, I'm a big eavesdropper.
Right. Okay, so again, you're a former law enforcement, is that correct?
Yes.
Objection. Lacks foundation. Scope.
I'm
don't
just,
think we talked about
What are you
that.
talking about?
I mean, I'm on a line of questioning about why he's observant and all that. So it seems appropriate.
I genuinely, I think that's a valid objection. Nothing was brought in about his former profession. In fact, when asked what his profession was, he stated he was unemployed and there was no follow-up.
I thought that came up, but fair enough.
No, Wrangler tried to use it as a response to the objection that you made, and I shut it down and I sustained your objection.
That's true, Crane. You did. You're always
Anyways.
right.
I'm gonna see if my co-counsel has any further questions.
I mean, it is a public record. It's on his profile, but I don't think we can ask on redirect.
Yeah, I don't think this is a time for redirect. But I think this is a call of, in closing, you call out that this guy's former law enforcement appeared to be coached, and his testimony
Or we
does
could
not.
recall him. We can keep him here.
The only thing I would want to touch on if we ask anything else, I don't even know if it's important, is how he saw those cars being cargo bobbed in, because you guys said the cars were already there, right?
Mm-hmm. Then seeing his Tinker's mask get taken off. He's seen like all these things while
Under distress, getting beat
under
up.
distress.
Yeah.
Getting beaten. Yeah.
Do you want to just recall him and get into all that and let him go for now?
Yeah.
No, I'm just going to ask him to describe the cars that were cargo bobbed in with no picture. Can you describe the cars that were cargo bobbed in that you talked about earlier?
It was a single vehicle I saw being cargo bobbed in. It was a mini SUV with a rack on the top.
What color was it?
This fucking
It was like, it was colorful.
This fucking guy
I
is
can't remember
the
the
worst.
exact color.
Can't remember the exact color?
Yeah.
Nothing further.
Cars were there before.
This fucking
Man
guy
has
knows
long-term memory, can't remember the color of a car.
Did he receive?
Okay.
Can we ask if he
All right,
received
any
medical?
redirect based on that scope and cross?
He refused it.
Didn't this guy say
Wait,
he was?
yeah, you already
beat
said that.
And he
You
went
already
to
said that.
fucking the mental hospital.
No,
No, that was a different.
Wrong guy,
That's a
wrong
different.
guy, wrong guy.
So he
One
already said that he
second,
refused medical.
Your Honor.
Oh, you just
Murphy, just to be clear, he said that he refused medical.
You guys use wet wipes when you wipe your ass?
All right. Are we gonna recall him and ask him
Definitely,
some
you
more
gotta
shit
use
or
wet
no?
wipes.
Yeah, I have a bidet.
Because
You
we
know
gotta keep
bidet,
this
Mr.
moving. If
K?
not,
No, we can keep it moving. I think just make sure you bring up that point.
But
Yeah,
they feel
he
so good
Said he
between
was
my ass
beaten but
cheeks.
refused medical.
It hits on my
but
butthole.
do you think that we
I
should
just
recall him
ran
and
off.
ask him if he was a cop?
It's a good thing.
No, no,
Bring
no.
it
Uh,
up and
all right,
close.
fuck
It's
it.
like a
Yeah, bring it up and close.
All
it.
right, nothing further, Your
unfamiliar
Honor.
ticklishness, you know?
Redirect.
Mickey, if you're closing, make sure you note that down. That he
Definitely use wet
conveniently
wipes.
forgot to color.
Murphy's
Same,
closing.
I don't have a bidet,
Alright.
but you know.
That's like
My ass
We're not marking him
chocolate
for
all over
recall
your
either.
face and just wiping your face with tissue.
You guys do like a little spray of cologne down your pants?
And, okay, stout redirect.
Oh, that will make you
1 second.
burn. No.
Why this guy got a fucking gas can in
Well,
there?
actually, Your Honor, pending this redirect,
So annoying too.
we'll see on recall.
Okay.
Your Honor, can you tell this guy with the gas can to shut the fuck up and put it away because it's annoying as shit? Thank you.
Thank you, Vinny.
Yeah, let's do that.
Your Honor, it's emotional support petrol can.
No one.
I don't give a fuck. My emotional support is more important than yours.
Murphy, don't need your help.
Fucking guy's a petrol
Put
can
away
for
the gas
emotional
can.
support.
And this is the guy that they're using.
That's a fucking guy?
It's emotional support.
Oh my god. Give me a fucking
Can someone
break.
control them?
Sorry.
Is that the guy that's against me?
Wait.
Yes.
Oh, that dude's a fuck.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
He's cooked. He's fucking cooked.
Yeah,
This
it's,
fucking bozo.
I can sit back and
I
relax.
told you.
Good luck to you guys.
That's
All right,
he's going
go ahead,
against us,
Stout.
right? That's the fuck. Oh my god.
Do the vehicles on the island resemble in silhouette the images, the vehicles in the projector resemble in silhouette the vehicle you saw delivered?
Yes, it does. The one in the middle of the photograph at the bottom.
Could you take a look at 107 Air 1 Cam Cargo Bob deploying the vehicle on scene 1 of 2?
How many fucking photos do they have of us? I mean, of these people that we don't know.
Dirty dog, dirty dog.
That was definitely not me there, so.
Definitely.
Oh.
Can you tell me what it looks like it's going on in that image? Does it?
It looks like the
I
cargo
looks
bomb
dope.
is hovering over the island.
What are you bald?
Can you see anything towards the nose of the cargo bob?
It's like bolted into my, it's bolted into my fucking hair.
It's a colorful
What that
car.
doesn't make sense to me is the car he's claiming he saw get brought in the
Okay,
cargo
no,
bob.
Looks like a
He's already on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should ask prior to having him the photo up. The fuck are they doing?
That's why I asked before.
This guy had a great coach.
He definitely wants his job back.
He's like, hey, where's the photo of the house? The house
Is that weed?
Yeah, that's marijuana.
You picked that marijuana?
Yeah, I did against my will.
At gunpoint?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Ain't it?
I guess it is pretty
All right.
crazy.
Isn't that what this case is about?
Yeah.
What the fuck
So
is
why
that
is he
thing?
just blabbling about these questions
Wants to
for?
hear himself talk.
What is that?
I can't even
belongs over there with the guy that needs
So
emotional
we decide
support.
on him being recalled or anything?
The fuck is that hair?
We recalling him or no? No?
No, fuck that witness.
No.
Can we also get a ruling on whether Jerry Sweets is being recalled, Your Honor?
Yeah, did we decide on that?
He is not being recalled.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, screw Jerry.
Jeff, you
Good job,
are
Waters.
excused. Thank you for your testimony. Sweet,
job,
you are
Waters.
excused as
Wow.
well. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I'll become his
I must
head
have
Definitely
been
wants his
fucking
job
coached by Nick Saban or something, bro.
All right, who's up next?
I'm hungover as shit.
Your Honor, could I have a quick 2-minute
Witness
recess?
tampering.
You know what's funny about that guy? You will never see
For what?
again.
What's going on?
I need to use the restroom.
That guy you will never
Hey,
see.
2-minute break, restroom.
I've never
Here
seen him
again.
before.
Hey,
Exactly,
God.
15 after
Was
the
he
hour.
even on the island?
All right.
To be fair?
Come here, guys. Come here.
Your Honor, can I have a quick sidebar?
Yeah.
Wait, did he just say recess?
Shut the fuck up, Miguel. Oh my god.
Did he just say recess? Is that
Hey,
level
hey,
break?
pipe down back there.
Shut the fuck up, Sweets, before I put you
Come
in
over
your
there and
place.
bite your dick off, pussy.
Did I miss a recess?
What?
Okay,
Yeah,
come here.
2 minutes, bathroom.
2 minutes? Okay.
You fucking little bitch.
What's up?
It's kind of hot though.
What's going on?
There you go. There's your stuff. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yes, I'll look into hiring you security for me.
What's up?
So, Nicholas Simone and Benji both got found.
How did
they're in
Benji
the
get found?
No idea.
He's no. Listen, Ramee's over exaggerating this. They're both in ICU.
Oh, so they.
So they washed
Benji
up and
probably
they
washed up.
showed up, yeah.
Nick Simone probably got found in the rubble.
So, a Seaside guy called Pigeon up, asking about like what court case you're at, who was involved, this, that, and the third, and then they tweeted out blood for blood as well. So, not sure if that's. I don't know
if they think it's us or someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
How would they? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no idea. But I
Be
honestly,
on guard.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Fuck's Seaside gonna do?
That's what me and Miguel were saying.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's pretty much it though. Just making sure everything's clear, but just thought I'd give you guys that update.
Okay, have you came up with a proof plan for this?
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
good.
where
Don't
do
worry
you
about
have
me. These guys, you know, they should be fine, Ramee. I don't even worry about them.
All right. I'm not gonna lie. There's no cops either. There's just there's nobody on the rooftops. Bro, just gonna run out. You have a grapple gun on you? Take this one.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a grapple gun. Literally just run out. We're gonna have helicopters
gotta get my
planned just in case shit goes south.
belongings
Yeah. We'll have a helicopter on top of jewelry store. So you're gonna grapple up there on the right, and then you're gonna grapple
then
across the
another one,
roof. Yeah.
Got the smokes, everything ready?
I don't think you even need that. I think we just run out. But we could do the smokes.
We'll do the smokes anyway.
Yeah, pretty much it.
Oh, that last witness was wild, bro. My man was fucking coached by, I think, OJ himself, bro. Holy fuck.
Well,
Where did you guys dump Benji?
in the same place we dumped the other guy. Down by the barrio docks in the water.
Way deep or what?
I mean, Pigeon was the one that did it, but yeah, there's no way he was found.
We say that. We say that as nobody was supposed to find yesterday's shit.
The
but they
only
found
issue
him.
I seen that Pigeon did bring up because of like the time crunch was it wasn't even in the ocean. It was more of the bay. So it was like where we drove.
What do you mean?
like
There
a
was no
topia.
time crunch.
Well, yes, there was. What do you mean?
No, it wasn't.
We
You
got
said
rid of
dump
them. Yeah, we dumped them. Yeah, I mean, we dumped them. There's no possible way to be found. He went out as far as possible, but
Listen, they were swimming with a fish, bro. That's all that matters.
yeah, and they went into ICU, so it's not that they were found. They just probably fucking washed up.
All right. Well, just thought I'd give you guys that update. So I mean, get back in there and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Let's know what happened to his hanger.
Yeah, Alex Ron is here, by the way, too. So you want us to talk to him, or
about what?
Hanger.
Talk to him.
Man, let him know the deal, bro. No, isn't he fucking Hydra? Like, can't you just be real with him?
Miguel, that's on you, bro. You gotta just say some shit. You know, you laid that law down. But go look at your Hydra pit, right? It's all blown up.
Show
and
him
shit.
the Hydra pit. Show
Yeah, exactly.
Show him what Michael did to you, bro. Like, what the fuck? Don't even worry about that, bro. You need to be upfront with him.
I'm just telling you guys.
All right, well,
let's do this court case first, though.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Nasty.
Yep.
You, Buddha's wife?
You got a mask?
Me?
That's
No. Why? Do I look sexy?
Okay. Yeah, make sure your phone was extra cracked this time, asshole.
You said hold up. Oh,
I said,
what's up?
Oh.
Brando's gonna try to arrest you for conspiracy.
Conspiracy to what?
He is claiming that you threatened to make Jeff Waters disappear, which we all fucking knew that you didn't say. There's like 10 witnesses.
No, it's because Vinny was, yeah, you were saying like, oh, we'll never see this guy again after this. He's gonna disappear.
I told Crane, I literally said, we're talking about that guy's probably gonna be asleep after this.
Yeah,
and
like
Crane told.
We all know that he got coached.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
all know that.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think that guy was on the island, to be
No.
fair, because all the cars were
Yeah,
were
y'all
on
don't
the
gotta be
island
there
already.
chirping and shit, because you're just gonna make it worse for yourself. Let the
Brando's
lawyers do their
listening
shit.
to
and we do.
everything you can say.
Exactly.
Let's get back.
Hey, this mama right here got shot by the cops, and she was a hostage.
Mama. What's up, mama?
I didn't think you came to these things sober.
I didn't.
I haven't forgot what you do,
sometimes.
Sweets. You fucking pervert.
What?
Yeah, I know what you do, you little sex freak.
What? Just because I eat
Shouldn't be allowed in society.
carrot cake frosting out of my wife's ass.
We know. We know.
Some things I just
Well,
don't
yeah, I just said it
work
out
very well, people.
loud.
Oh, we know. We heard it.
Carrot cake icing is the best icing. Am I right, Crane?
Carrot cake
Too bad it gets put on the worst cake. I mean,
Well, carrot cake is not. Red velvet is the worst cake.
Wait, both of you are kind of giving red
No.
right now. They're both.
Okay, so they
No,
got
red
red
velvet
witnesses who
is
seems to know
terrible.
way too much, and a bunch of
Thank
witnesses
you.
who don't know nothing.
Yes, pretty. Yes.
It's pretty
yes.
fucking
That's
red
about all I
velvet.
got.
It's part of what makes it
Bring
good.
up the fact
Aesthetic
that
choice is a
it's
thing.
the color of the car he forgot could be.
Carrot cake gotta have the
remembered.
walnuts in it though.
shit looked
Oh,
like that
roasted
morning.
walnuts in that bad boy.
So you get that crunch.
Yeah.
The carrot
I'm-
cake be
I'm
slapping.
saying-
Every fucking court cake we sit here talking about cake. Every fucking court.
Okay, that's not good.
What's wrong with cake?
I gotta go back in.
Hello there, citizen. How can I assist you?
I'm good. Don't worry about me.
Oh, okay. All right.
triple chocolate.
Let's see these tweets. Oh.
Do you need food or anything?
No, I'm actually good for once. I just keep all the food people leave on the ground.
You shouldn't eat food off the ground. That's not good for you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Case is back on, big scoots.
Yeah, seems like I'm gonna be good. Boys might be fucked. Whatever. My witness is a fucking little crackhead. Dude's got a gas can. You seen that? What a weirdo.
Yeah, I was confident up until I started seeing him Naruto run around, and I was like,
Sorta. That's a long minute ago. I got the memory of a dead fish, but I remember little bits and pieces.
All right. Do you remember how it started?
Yeah, I was trying to have a booty call.
Who would have sex with you? Never mind.
I had called Mr. K because my bestest friend, Bunny, who told me that if I was trying to go out and get it, I should just ask. So I called Mr. K and was trying to get a booty call.
This is taking a weird turn.
And then I showed up, and he told me to come to an island, and I came to an island, and I hung out for a bit. That's how it started.
One moment, Your Honor.
What is going on here? Am I missing something?
He hung out for a bit.
Sounds like he was trying to get some ass.
Wait, guys.
I'm loving this guy.
This guy must have a nice cock.
What? Okay, did you sleep with him?
And I know how we felt with the
Don't be
last one.
ridiculous.
Oh, you did?
He doesn't just sleep with everyone who buys him dinner, okay?
God damn. Why is everybody getting laid but me?
Because you're ugly, Tommy.
Wait, who said that? Who the fuck said that?
It was me,
Who is it saying?
Ricardo.
God damn you, Ricardo.
You're not wrong. Keep your eyes up here, honey.
Oh. What does he have?
I want to make my baby mama Naomi jealous.
Judge Crane, is everything good here?
Yeah, I'm waiting on.
Anybody there?
Down.
Hello, prosecution.
You guys think
Hello?
it's worse to shit your pants or piss your pants? Just
Shit,
like
for sure.
Both at the same time.
It's not even close. Both at the same time is the worst.
No, I've pissed my pants and let it just sort of dry.
See, that's why piss is worse. It gets old, stinky.
Yeah, go for it, Captain.
sticky.
Yeah, you can go.
Shit is stinky and sticky. And
It's
Kirk.
easier to clean up.
Hey, Kirk.
This shit's real hot.
Hey, Wrangler.
You get kidnapped?
Yeah, literally.
To go to the island?
Yeah.
I flew to the island.
Yeah, you get kidnapped though?
I wasn't allowed to leave the island.
Why not?
There was lots of work to be done.
Like what?
Shitloads of like tons of fucking dope. I don't know shit about weed, but there was a lot of it there. I was just
Who grew
watering
it?
and stuff. Everybody on the ate a bunch of the Chang Gang.
Chang Gang grew it? Is Chang Gang here today?
Yeah.
Can you point at them to their face? Can you get up and point at them? Or are you a bitch?
I ain't no bitch.
Oh, then let's see them. Yeah.
Oh no, not
There
me.
you
Sorry,
go.
that was like 2 years ago. Please.
That's
lawyer.
Oh, well, I thought it was. I thought. Oh, well, I tried a little bit.
He doesn't even know my
Hey, that's
part.
fine. That's fine.
That's the
looks
lawyer he
lost.
pointed at.
This guy's lost. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Let the record show that I was in Chang Gang 2 years ago.
So that's it? Just that one person?
Oh no! You want me to point at them each individually?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw. There's 2 of them that I remember specifically. 3 of them, I think. I remember you. I remember you.
Yep.
I'm not even. I'm not even.
Can you turn around? I might remember you. I don't know.
Yeah, see? No face, no case.
And then. Yeah, that's everybody standing up that I saw there.
What about anyone laying down? Or standing up.
I saw he was there.
Or laying down.
Yeah, he was there too.
Sorry, what was that, Kirk?
I said he was right over there too. Yeah, he was there.
Really?
Okay. Let the record show that some guy's bored to death back there and
This
is free to leave
fucking
at any time. The door
idiot,
isn't
dude.
locked. Thank you. Anyways.
Why would this dude literally called me and said,
how'd you get to the island?
I flew because I'm the greatest pilot in Los Santos. I took
why
a big
the
old plane
fuck
over
would
there.
he say that, bro?
Okay. You flew. Did you fly yourself?
Hell yeah, I hit like 16 fucking barrel rolls pulling up too. It was sick.
Okay. Tell me about that. I want to know about those barrel rolls.
Well, what I do is I get kind of scared when it gets to whirling and twirling, so I just fucking close my eyes and rip it real hard, and then after I feel like I'm about to throw up, I open them again and hope I ain't about to explode.
So after you threw up, you saw the island and landed on it.
Yeah, pulled up looking like Jason Bourne. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. And then Chang Gang was on the island?
There's a shitload of fucking people on the island. There's a bunch
Oh,
of
the
people.
hostages were there too.
Well, I didn't know if they was hostages or not at the time because they was just working hard as shit. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't
Okay.
bitching or nothing.
Did anyone have guns out?
Well, they like not pointed at nothing. They was just guarding the shit, man. That was a lot of dope. And it
Yeah, but
smelled
were
good
there
as hell.
guns? Were there guns?
There was a lot of guns, but like
So you got shot at?
no.
No? You called 911 though, right?
I think I called as an officer.
Okay. Oh, you called an officer. So what'd you say?
I was on an island with a bunch of fucking dope.
Okay. Did you feel threatened at any time?
Yeah, there was one guy in particular that scared the fuck out of me.
Why?
An officer.
No. Because he kept running up behind me and talking all sorts of shit.
Like what?
Is this not legal?
If I didn't do good watering, like, then the plants was gonna die, and I didn't want the plants to die. Because I mean, come on, I was trying to.
Did
be
he threaten you,
what
Kirk?
I was doing. Yeah, he said if I didn't do my fucking job, the plants was gonna die.
Did he say you were gonna die?
He said the plants was gonna die.
Did he say you were gonna die?
Objection, badgering the witness.
They didn't threaten me
All
with
right,
no guns.
stop screaming at Kirk.
Oh, sorry.
He very clearly answered the question, and then you just
okay.
asked him the same question again. So asked and answered, move on.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good.
All right. So were you ever threatened at any time?
Threatened? No, just with that the plants was gonna die.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Anything else from Stout?
Kirk, while you were on the island, was any member of your family threatened?
I don't think so.
Was Chatterbox threatened at any time to you?
I mean, that's just normal stuff. Chatterbox, he's threatened all the time. Because
Was
he's like
any of the
clown.
people that you identified as being on the island the ones to have threatened Chatterbox?
I don't think so, but I don't remember, man. That shit happens like all the fucking time.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, Vinny, I get that there's objections here, but literally we don't want to. I don't want to fucking.
No, this is a good witness for us. Let him ask
We
it.
just let them fucking cook.
Can I direct your attention to the piece of evidence titled Kirk Jerkham's 911?
You can put it up.
Do you remember making this call, Kirk?
When was that? I've made a lot of 911 calls about a lot of shit.
Holy shit.
The police received this on the day in question, February 16th, 2023.
No, I don't recall making that. I might have did it, but I don't recall, no. I've made a fucking shitload of 911 calls. I'm gonna be honest. I made one today about a bomb in the burger shop.
Oh, fuck.
Were you there when the police went to the island, came to the island?
No.
Why is that?
Because I escaped like Jason fucking Bourne.
What did you escape from?
The island.
Okay, how did you do that?
Pure will and determination. Just fucking took my chance. I pushed somebody off a cliff.
Okay, and then did you ride a boat back to shore? How'd you get back to shore?
I was swimming, and then I got picked up by some people.
Okay, what did you do after escaping?
I went and hung out with Osvaldo and James Randall.
Okay, thank you.
All right, cross-examination.
Amazing.
I don't really have anything.
I've got nothing for Kirk Jerkins.
Yeah, I
Take a
don't.
run at him?
No, I think we just let that go.
He stated that he wasn't threatened. I would let that be.
Yeah,
fresh.
we're good. We're good with Kirk Jerkins, I think.
Yeah, that's
All right, thank you for your testimony, Kirk. You are free to go.
Okie dokie.
Have a good day.
Good job, Kirk. You're a
Jason
true hero.
fucking Bourne himself.
Jason Bourne.
Fuck you, Wrangler.
Your Honor,
Oh,
at this time, we're going to
take it
call Sunny Moonstar.
Okay, Sunny Moonstar, you're up.
Here we go.
If he does the airplane
Dude got his fucking emotional support gas can.
Oh my.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
What even is that?
Insane man on the
Did he
stand
just
and letting it happen.
anime? Is that like, what is that? Like a Naruto thing? What is that?
Yeah.
You go faster.
Shadow Clone Jutsu?
No, I haven't learned that one yet.
Third.
Genin.
It's okay.
All right, Sonny, do you affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but it, under the pains and penalties of perjury, so help you, Nikita?
Yes, whatever you said, I agree.
Okay, that's not how that works. You need to listen to me. Basically, what I'm asking you is, do you agree that you're going to tell the truth to all the questions asked of you? And if you don't, you are subject to being criminally prosecuted for perjury.
Correctly, I think he's cooked.
Perjury means you will never be allowed to give testimony ever again, or it will be extremely devalued to the point of being almost worthless.
Or they'll kill you.
Oh, okay,
You
shit, I
understand
agree.
that?
I agree.
Okay, go ahead, Stout.
Sir, can you please state your name and occupation for the court?
Sunny Moonstar, occupation, Dodo, junior driver, autos mechanic, soon to be #1 trooper of the troopers.
Do you recall the incidents in question today?
Yes.
Do you remember how your day started with regards to that incident?
Yes.
Can you describe that for the court, please?
Would you like me to start?
Start at the beginning.
Okay, well, my day started like normal. I woke up, talked to some family members, you know, just
I'm sorry.
said hi to some friends.
Excuse me,
and then,
stop. Could you start at when you first became aware of the opportunities that you were given that day?
Oh, fantastic. Absolutely no problem for you. All right. So, I saw some twats on Twitter from a Randy Bullet saying that there was going to be a $50,000 and at the Maldini's. And I think there's also a free pizza. Somebody else was talking about the free pizza. And I said, you know what? Why not? Nothing else was going on. Let's go check it out. And,
did you believe that this offer was credible?
Knowing the background of Mr. Randy Bullet, I assumed at that time that he does have a lot of money. And I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe he's being a good guy today. You know, maybe he's giving away some money. So I went to go check. And also Maldini's, you know, it's a big business. So they also said free pizza. So I went up and I wanted to get some free pizza.
How were you transported to the island?
If not for the circumstances, I'd find this guy
we
kind
were
of
in
likable.
the parking lot of Maldini's. It was about 6 or 7 of us, I want to say. They made us do an icebreaker and introduce ourselves. And then we hopped into a cargo bob.
Okay. Once you arrived at the island, what happened?
My car's on. Oh shit! Okay. We were flying toward the island, and we're very excited. We were told we were gonna see the secret sauce of Maldini's, and it was gonna be a nice time. We were gonna take a tour around the Maldini's facility of how they make their sauces, and once we got there, we were greeted by a bunch of people holding weapons, mainly shotguns, to our heads, and they started giving us orders.
What were you ordered to do?
So they split us up in pairs of 2s, and some people were told to harvest the marijuana, and the other ones were to put the marijuana in a box.
What was your specific job?
I started off harvesting the marijuana with Mr. Waters, and then we ended up switching, and I started carrying the box, and then he was harvesting the... No, yeah, I was carrying the box, he was harvesting the marijuana.
What happened to the boxes when they were full?
At first, I was asking them what to do, and they kept fucking pointing guns at me and told me to figure it out, so I didn't know what the fuck to do. But then I was eventually told to go put it in the back of an airplane, and then grab a new one out of another airplane that was empty.
And did all the boxes you filled go into airplanes, or were they even put into other vehicles?
Once the airplanes got full, and one of them eventually blew up, we were putting them in the back of a truck in the middle of the island.
Do you know about how long you were harvesting for?
Oh shit, it was a fucking long time. I'll tell you what, I wanted to tear my eyes out. Maybe like an hour and a half. I don't know. Hour.
What happened after you were told to stop harvesting?
Well, we were only told to stop harvesting once there was a police helicopter radioed in. The person that was holding a gun to my head was radioing to his friends that there was a PD helicopter, and then they grouped us all under the tent on the island and instructed us not to move.
Okay, I'm going to move on from this incident a little bit, talk about something else. Do you recall any traumatic events that happened on February 17th, the day after you were kidnapped and forced to farm marijuana?
Did he say the
Oh yes,
carpet
yes,
blew up or
very
a
very
plane?
bad stuff happened to me. Yes.
Honestly,
Where were you when that incident started?
I was at MRPD.
What happened to you outside of MRPD?
I got an unknown phone call from somebody. An unknown phone call.
If it was at MRPD, wouldn't there be a fucking
where I
law
was.
attendant or someone that's seen this shit?
Okay, and what happened then?
There was. He went crazy. There's a statement about it.
I told individual
Where?
that I was at
He didn't come
MRPD,
as a
which I
witness.
normally hang around,
He also threatened to
and
kill people when he was there.
then two Enuses pulled up on me.
Erections.
Yes, those ones. And they held guns to me and instructed me to get into the Enusi.
Was anything done to make sure you couldn't run away?
Just said he was picked up in an
once I was
erection.
in the Enusi, we traveled maybe half a mile down Sonora Freeway going northbound. Then they instructed me to get out of the vehicle and they placed me in handcuffs and back into the vehicle.
Was anything done to prevent you from seeing where you were traveling?
No. The windows weren't even that tinted, to be honest. I don't know. I should maybe tint some windows. No.
Did you initially recognize anyone who had taken you?
Did I recognize anyone who took me?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I don't know who it was. They had masks.
What was said to you during the drive?
They said that they knew me. They said, "Sonny, do you know what this is about?" I didn't know. I don't know what this is about. I don't know what the fuck was happening. And they said, "Oh, that's real funny," which was I thought it was about an incident that I was involved completely separate prior, but it wasn't. Yeah, that's what was told to me.
Okay, where were you eventually taken to?
It was this nice little house. It was a nice little barn outside. There was some plants being grown, some animals frolicking around, and inside this house. Sorry, Vinny. It was scary. William, it was scary in there.
Can I direct your attention to the image in People See labeled "Location of Torture"?
That's the one. That's the one. That's
of
the one. That's the
torture.
house. That's the house. I can't look. Please.
be any
Oh my
Okay,
god, it's a
Real
house.
quick, is that is
normal
to
house.
confirm that is the house in question?
That's the house.
Okay. Apologize for that. Can
You
you
would
tell
think
me?
with that nice exterior, the interior would be a little better, you know? But I don't know.
Could you tell me what happened in that house?
I was taken inside the house, and this whole time I was in high spirits. I
It goes from yo, I can't look at
thought it was just a prank, or
the exterior is really nice.
someone just
The interior was really bad.
pulling a J on me. But
Okay.
trying to keep high spirits inside the house, they took me to the back, and there was a room in that house, and the room had bars like a jail cell, and they threw me in there, and inside that jail cell was filled with blood and human body parts. It was like a UFC octagon in there, and for the first time in a long time,
Can we get a search on who owns that property?
I'm scared.
It's a little late for that.
I think the
They-
clowns
mean,
might
they
own
sh-
it.
Were you harmed there?
I can look it up if they put
That's
that
a
just
that's a
in
Brady
evidence.
violation.
I
That's a
think-
Brady
I think
violation.
Kirk might-
They should have added it, and they
and
didn't. So it's a
physically.
Brady violation.
How were you physically harmed there?
You can be stacking this at this point, Murphy.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
had a
another
machete.
note on him is the during his
Up to my
testimony, I
face.
don't know how you can describe this. The change in
And
his
then
demeanor. Can't look at
once
the
they were
house,
done
but then is commenting on the interior and exterior like he's a
interrogating me, they
fucking interior designer. Change in his demeanor is super questionable.
slashed me across the face with it.
I have
You should
mutilated
talk to him about that.
What questions were they asking you?
Murph, I sent you some statements. You can quote
They asked
from
me
those
who
in-
else was
Yeah, I can see.
was on the island. They asked me for names. They asked if I spoke to the police. They asked if I was a rat, which I wasn't at that point. I hadn't spoken to the police, but once they did what they did and they didn't trust me and my credibility, I knew what I had to do.
Did they?
Doesn't make any
Did you
sense.
eventually figure out who was torturing you?
Petrol. Yes, I do know who.
How do you know who was torturing you?
Well,
what the fuck?
The man in question is standing right behind you, Mr. K.
Oh my god!
That's crazy.
What?
How are you able to identify him?
Anyone see Mr. K?
No.
While I was there, behind the cell,
Where is he?
everyone had masks on, and Mr. K.
What was that?
Quoted a Heisenberg line. He said, "Say my name." And I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know who it was. And then he took the mask off, and it's him. That man right there. And I said, "It's Mr. K." And he said, "You're damn right." Then he threatened to cut off my other arm because there was one arm already in the cell, and he needed a matching
I mean,
one.
this just sounds like a fucking fever dream, Murphy.
I don't want to lose my arm.
Right
I
before-
don't want to lose it. How am I supposed to hug my kids? My ex-fiance? My other roots?
What?
What happened after this?
Yeah.
Hey, I shot anybody that moved on the island.
Mr. K, to be exact, slashed me across the face.
Do it again. Watch when he goes off track.
And they pulled me out of the cell. They robbed my telephone off of me. Took me to grandma's. Held me to my feet and left me stranded with no form of
I'm bored of this, guys. Can we go next?
How did you? What did you do next?
I hitchhiked. I got on top of a Dodo freight truck and made my way back to the city.
Hey, let's let them fuck if you're bored.
Where did you go when you got back to the city?
What the hell, man?
Went to the digital den to get a new telephone.
What the hell, man?
Okay.
Press me.
Do you recall?
Wait, why does he look like Toro?
Later that day, outside of MRPD, you were spoken to by officers.
You really want to try that shit?
Get outside.
Do you remember what the circumstances around that situation was?
Step outside. You really want to
I was pretty shook up by the whole thing. I started hearing voices in my head,
You're not disrupting.
mainly
Saying it's boring, and then
mainly the ones that were
and you step
in that house with me, telling me to do bad things.
He said he heard fucking voices in his head, so he opened up the scope. For
You
us.
were taken into MRPD and questioned. Do you remember this?
He's done so.
Yes, I do.
Do you remember what happened during this questioning?
The police tried to get me to inform them what happened to me and why I was acting the way I was. And it took a while to get it out of me, but
Why have a gas can? Why does everyone have a gas can?
eventually
gasoline.
felt comfortable enough. Petrol?
Petrol!
Your Honor, can they get the petrol out, please? Can they get the petrol out, please, Your Honor?
Ramee, get your piss out of here.
Petrol!
Is he alright, Your Honor? Do we need to get an EMS to check on him?
Ramee's having a fucking fit over there.
Hey, I think Ramee might have been witness tampering that guy, Your Honor.
Oh, well, same could be said for your officers that keep pulling it out as well.
What officer is?
Yeah, take it easy there, Coach Belichick.
Great, Coach.
I think anyone. I didn't get that. I know. Come on, Murphy.
Murphy, I liked it.
There you go, see? Your own witness.
Do you remember what happened to you after you spoke with those officers?
I was going through a not so great time. And I remember a judge ended up coming into the room, and basically the verdict was I had to go away for a while to clear my head, you know, because I was very stricken up by the events. Your Honor, I'm not seeing shit, right? He's up there.
It's okay. You're fine. Just keep. No, you're okay.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I don't see anyone.
He's gone.
Right.
Your Honor, I'm in a motion to dismiss
Oh,
this
now I do.
fucking
Rami,
witness.
get your ass out of here with the damn can.
Thank you.
God damn it.
Wait, where was Rami? Just for my
In the gallery up there, what do you call it? What's
Oh,
the
he
word
was in
for
the
that?
fence then. Okay, good.
He's
What's
in the
the-
nosebleeds. He can't afford a ticket on the front row.
The mezzanine, or no? Is that the first floor? I forget.
Yeah.
That would be balcony.
Somebody say petrol?
Balcony, yeah.
Oh yeah, I told him
Oh,
I'm
you're
pretty
so
sure
right.
if you find a bullet.
Petrol.
If you want to leave, then leave.
See, this is why they never should have taken the rubber slug away.
Anybody know what the price of
Because I
petrol
could
is
just
right now?
dome Rami right now and everything would be fine.
Yeah, let me look at
I have
petrol
to tell the
prices.
cops to do their job.
I actually got to
5
fill my
times.
car up, so can someone give me the price of petrol?
All right, I'll go get
If he
him.
does that again, I'm beating him down.
I think
Don't worry,
Greg is
the
smart enough to
security
put this
guards up there
together
handling
and across. It's gonna
I'm
come out.
attempting
We
to
already
handle it,
opened up the
sir.
scope, so
Rami, okay,
all that
that's
shit.
it.
Your Honor, I'm afraid for my
Yeah.
safety right now.
Can I have a
Rosie,
taser?
you wanna handle this one?
He
Weren't
doesn't
you
know how to
holding
use
a
that thing.
petrol can earlier?
He doesn't know how to use that
Yeah,
thing.
he was. So I don't know what he's talking about, Your Honor.
You're not wrong there, Rami.
Doesn't go
Rami
on.
is
We don't get
done.
what we want. I'm going to motion to
Clumsy.
dismiss
Look,
him.
Look, Rosa, it might
All
be
right,
good if the
where
question
were we?
about the voices comes from someone with a sympathetic voice.
Sir,
as
how
opposed to
long
me
were you,
sounding insensitive? You know what I'm saying?
51-54?
Yeah, that's why I actually think Rosa, this is best for
I
you, and be kind of
believe
like.
it was
I think we approach this gently. We don't
4
come at
days,
him hard.
I think.
Because if
Yes,
I'm a
give
dick
it-
about it, I'm just going to look bad, and it's like not.
Are
gonna
there
help
any
our case.
ongoing
It's gonna make
effects
me
that
look
you're
like a
still
And
dick.
I'm
being
the
dealt
most
with?
sarcastic.
No.
Because you can
Ever since I
approach
spent
it
my
like
time there,
with
and
all due respect, like it says in this
Miss
report, that you hear
Pixie
voices.
and
You
Miss
said you hear
Quinn
voices. We need, you know,
Faye, they
we need to
did a great job
respectfully get
helping
into
me
this
out,
'cause
and
it's important.
I'm a lot better
Be
now.
nice to him. Get him to open up. A
I'm
little
glad
bit.
to hear
This
it.
is the first time
I
I've
defer to my
ever
co-counsel
Better,
if they are done
Well,
dealing with
Rosa,
the
I'm saying
around
in a
and
world
drinking
where you
gas.
other
have
disturbances.
Murphy and me, the most psychotic,
Yeah, you know, I-
You don't drink
sarcastic
it, Mr.
asshole
K,
He said-
that's never.
He said he's doing a lot better, but he's running around sniffing
You
gasoline.
sniffed petrol, son.
What?
Wow, that's on the record, Your Honor?
Oh wow, is there gasoline over
I didn't
here?
say that. I didn't say that.
You
I
just said you sniff it.
You sniff it. No, I said you sniff it.
You're the one.
you
I'm
don't
not
drink
carrying
it.
gasoline. You're carrying gasoline. Is there
Yeah,
gasoline
but
in your pocket right now?
There's.
That's what I thought.
All right.
So he's doing fine, but he sniffs gasoline and pretends he's flying around. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Doing a lot
yeah.
better.
Further questions for Mr. Moonstar?
Not from us, Your Honor.
Okay.
It's a plane.
Cross.
Oh, I'm sure we have plenty.
Before this gets started, I'm just gonna put this out here right now. I've already heard a lot as to what Mr. Moonstar has been through and all that kind of thing.
Should we push
I
it?
can appreciate questions related to or pointing to conclusions I may need to draw about his the veracity of his statements and his state of mind. What I will not tolerate is intentionally trying to pressure someone's state of mind, if that makes sense.
Of course.
Yeah, it's really good. We didn't send me up there.
Hello,
or
Miss.
Murphy.
Nice to meet you.
Well
Nice
put.
to
Well
meet
put
you.
by the judge. Fantastic.
Rosa Garcia. I want to preface this that I'm going to approach this with a lot of sympathy for what you've said that you've gone through. And if at any point I am pushing you too far, let me know and I will stop. Okay.
Okay, so no problem.
So these voices that you were talking about, what were they saying to you?
I'm sorry. You said the voices. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. They were mainly talking about just don't talk, don't snitch, don't do anything, or else they're gonna get me. They're gonna hurt me. They're gonna find me. They're gonna get me. They're gonna find my family. They're gonna find my friends. They're gonna hurt everyone. And
Okay. Did these voices when did these voices begin?
as soon as
Didn't
I
he say
went
they
to
were
the
telling him to
hospital,
kill people?
Yeah, he was telling him to kill
after
people.
He just switched
being
up.
cut up pretty bad by.
Yeah, it's in the report.
We
By
have
Mr.
that.
K.
It's in the report.
Have these voices told you to do anything violent to others?
Objection. I think that's very far out of the scope.
It's actually in the report saying that the voices told him to harm one of your officers.
I understand it's in the report, but it's not within the scope of our questioning.
Voices are in the scope.
Give me a second. Hold on. Let me review. Give me a second.
She should have never asked any more questions about
It's in report 723.
hold on.
Motherfucker's
Yeah.
acting
Give me
like
a
he
sec.
wouldn't open
Okay.
the scope like this too.
Mm-hmm. They literally spoke. The plaintiff literally spoke about the voices.
Your
So
Slay is
how
a
is
nice
it not
camera
in
you
the
got.
scope?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not supposed to talk during court. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Like they asked
Okay.
about the voices. The voices are in the
I will
report.
allow it
It's
because
their
in a
fault.
previous question, it was asked on direct, do you recall being outside of MRPD being spoken to by officers? And the witness stated, yes, I was shaken up. I was hearing voices in my head, mainly the ones who were in the house with me, telling me to do bad things. I think this is a fairly acceptable expansion of the scope of doing bad things or clarifying what he meant by that. So I'm going to overrule the objection.
Thank
may
you, Your
proceed.
Honor.
You want me to ask again?
Yeah, re-ask the question.
Did these voices tell you to do anything violent to anybody else?
They were telling me that if I took care of all the other witnesses and hurt them, then my family wouldn't be hurt. They
The
wouldn't
voices.
hurt my friends.
Okay. The voices told you to harm the other witnesses?
Yes.
Have these voices continued beyond that moment?
They were there until I was treated at Parsons and thankfully received great treatment from the great physicians, or not physicians, psychiatrists and doctors.
1 second.
Your Honor.
I don't want to ask about that. I can't ask about anything at Parsons because scope wasn't open. But
Yep.
Look, we don't gotta fucking we
I
don't
think
gotta
that's
like
fine.
embarrass
Establish
this dude.
he had
We've
voices.
established
He got
that he's
shot
not
in the
credible.
face, but he's okay.
We've already
I
done
want to
that.
know about the
I
stupid
think you're beautiful.
gasoline
Crane's
fixation.
not a
but
second grader, you know what I mean? Like he gets the idea.
I mean,
of
he,
what's before you.
he did
not
reference
too bad.
petrol in direct, but I don't.
No.
I
mean,
don't think.
you
I
could-
think it's just his weird
Yeah.
kink or something.
Yeah, it'll get thrown out. You could
All
try,
right.
but it's
We have
gonna-
nothing further. Thank you, Sunny.
All right. Any redirect based on the scope across?
Yes, Your Honor. Sonny, while you were hearing these voices tell you to do certain things, did you end up doing any of those things?
No, I made sure that I was always I was always around the PD and the
What the fuck?
police department officers. They took good care of me and they
5150 done.
showed me a home when I didn't have one.
A home.
What the
He wants to be a cop.
Hey, Mama.
No?
Anything else?
Bro, what the fuck?
Talking about the psychiatric ward he was put
Nothing
into
for
his home?
Your Honor.
All too easy.
All right. Is
God, these
Mr.
cops are
Moonstar being
fucking
marked for
themselves.
recall by the
I
defense?
think they realize it's better just not to talk to him.
Your Honor, we don't need to recall him for anything.
Mr. Moonstar, you
Wait,
are
did,
excused.
what'd you say,
Thank you for your
Rosa?
testimony.
I said I did not want to recall.
Okay. Yeah.
Good job, Sonny. You're very brave.
Fly
Thank you,
away,
regular.
fly away.
Wrangler's
Okay.
proud of you.
Naruto, run off into the sunset, buddy.
Okay,
I need a status check. We are now 2 hours into this trial. We have gone through 5 witnesses. Are there more witnesses for the prosecution? If so, how many?
One more witness, Your Honor.
Okay, defense. Are you aware of if you are calling witnesses to testify? If yes, how many?
We will confer when we switch and decide
Understood.
finally, but at this time, we do not intend to call any witnesses.
Understood. Okay, let's go forward with the next witness then for the prosecution.
At this time, we're calling Logan Taylor,
Who
Your
was
Honor.
he hugging?
Probably
Bro,
the idiot.
did you see? He just hugged nobody.
Oh no, another cop.
Bro, did you see him just hug nobody?
Yeah, he's a fucking lunatic. We know.
Yo, Vinny, chill, man. We don't want to.
What is wrong with this guy?
Vinny, we don't want to seem insensitive, Vinny. Chill.
All right, Mr. Taylor, do you affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but it, under the pains and penalty of perjury? So help you, Elephant.
Yes.
All right, Stow, your witness.
Sir, could you please state your name and rank for the court?
Logan Taylor, officer for the Unified Police Department.
Officer, do you recall the incident in question today?
Yes, I do.
At that incident, how did you arrive to the island?
By boat.
What was the situation on the island when you arrived?
Armed suspects holding hostages on the island.
He does.
There was also
Yeah, it
words
sounds
of
like if you and Chody
patrol
had a
boats
baby.
going around, also You know armed what? with suspects on them. He was a toga
prior
to being a cop anyway, so.
How was that situation resolved?
Shootout with the suspects.
At the end of the shootout, what did you do?
Helped bring officers and suspects to a triage area that was designated on the beach.
Are any of the defendants
Maybe
in
he was
question
one on the
today,
island.
were they not
point.
present at the end of the shootout?
Sorry. Only defendant I could recognize in that whole situation from my own experience was Tommy Tinker.
Okay.
Objection.
After the situation had been cleaned up, what did you do?
I took some victim statements from people that were held hostage on the island.
Do you recall partaking in an investigation of the events that occurred on the island on water?
Yes.
What were the results of your investigation?
So, through my investigation through Twitter posts, multiple individuals posted pictures of them on the island. One of the biggest finds was Eugene Zuckerberg not wearing a mask, taking multiple photographs of him on the island, him behind the bar with the sex toy, him taking a selfie with a bunch of people picking weed.
There's fucking a witness to reading some tweets.
Yeah, they called him as a witness.
Okay. Do you remember speaking with Mr. Moonstar the next day?
Yes.
What do you remember about Sonny's physical condition?
Sonny was had like bandages on his face. Could not recognize him at first. Ronnie Days and Louise Campbell pointed Sonny out to me. They identified him for me.
Had you previously interacted with Sonny?
Yes.
How was his behavior different from normal?
He was a bit more paranoid. It sounded like he was talking to himself.
Good.
He was also hiding around MRPD. He usually doesn't hide. He likes to like come up to the PD tow booth and just act like a dumbass.
Okay.
But he doesn't like to hide.
What did you do with that information?
Other than his weird behavior, other than him acting strange by hiding, Ronnie and Louise both told me that he was also acting strange and talking about him being taken and his face cut.
Did you question Mr. Moonstar about this?
I asked him if I could question him about what happened to him, brought him into MRPD, and read him his rights due to what happened to him. It was going to be a recorded session. During this questioning with Mr. Moonstar, he was exhibiting behavior that wasn't like himself. He was talking to himself, talking about violence. So I stopped questioning immediately. None of it was added into record due to his state of mind.
Okay. What did you do as a result of your observations of his state of mind?
I reached out to command members regarding what do we do when somebody might be a danger to themselves or others. Or 5150, and I had at the time they were command Mackenzie Hayes and Minerva Matt witness Sonny's behavior, and also a Klaus Asta. I can't pronounce his last name. He was a deputy in the PBSO at the time. Also witness Sonny's behavior. It was determined that due to him threatening to hurt people if he said anything regarding what happened to him and the people who took him, him threatening Minerva Matt, that at the time we tried to reach out to Psych. We could not get a hold of Psych, so we reached out to a judge, and that was Judge Buxton to process a 5150.
All right. Was that the end of your interactions with Sonny Sweets?
Sonny made threats against officers.
Sonny Moonstar
So
with
we can
regards to this
go-
event?
We can now go down that. I know it's in the.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever.
No further
fucking-
questions from
I don't
me.
know if we want to go down that, because if he says the voices told him to do it because he was tortured by K, we don't want that on record.
Like we can.
No, I
and
think
have
you did a
issue
great
with it,
job.
but I'm just pointing out that like Crane is not a dumbass, and he's like probably
Nothing further, Your
gotten
Honor.
the point that dude
Yeah.
is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
What
So,
about
like,
the fucking other shit?
Defense cross.
Well, here's the only thing. It was stated from. I think it's important that it's stated by
all
Sonny
right,
that
Mickey,
threatened-
you got to stop coming with the sidebars right as it's about to be our turn. It's like the third time it's happened.
Sorry.
We're looking like assholes. I'm sorry, Your Honor. We just need just a moment to confer once again. Thanks,
I'm sorry,
Mickey.
man. I'm just saying.
If you want to poke it with him. And he's not up there.
Question the cops.
If you want to do
just
something,
wanna
Mickey,
establish
go
it.
do it. Go do it. This is our last chance. I got one more witness.
You dumb fuck.
Get up
You
there.
can't go up there.
I'm not allowed to question the cop.
Oh, right.
So you want to ask
I just want to confirm that Sonny was threatening cops. That's all. I
Yeah,
just
the
want
deal
that
with Mickey is
confirmed.
that he can do openings and closings, but that was the compromise after his cocaine.
Alleged drug
Sorry,
trafficking.
it's caused some
He did that
intermittent
shit.
confusion throughout. Sorry, Your Honor.
I got you.
I'm a criminal lawyer. What can I say?
So, did Sonny
Mickey, you just know
threaten to harm officers outside of MRPD that day?
No.
No.
Any threats were made inside MRPD in question.
Isn't it in the report?
Did he threaten to harm officers inside of MRPD?
Oh, isn't it in the report?
Oh shit!
Yes.
He didn't answer
Yes.
that though. Oh, he said yes.
And did he
that's
give a
why I said to
reasoning
press
for
it.
why?
Now this guy looks like a dick.
Yeah.
Said the voices told him.
Objection. Relevance.
It's literally in their evidence, Your Honor.
Yeah, this was also discussed at length on direct, so they have the right to explore it.
Damn.
Just explored on direct.
Ooh.
So to circle back.
I will just say, Ms. Garcia, I understand that for the sake of things, you're just reiterating some things, but let's be careful about asked and answered because a lot of these are kind of direct re-askings.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that
Understood.
we got it all. Did he? What did I ask last?
You confirmed that he did not threaten outside. He did threaten inside, and you said how,
It
and
was
he
the
said the
voices.
voices told him. Yep.
Okay. Did he indicate why the voices were? What the motive behind the voices telling him this was?
Trying to help him get help.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Nothing further.
Okay, Murphy.
I swear this last question about someone's private business that doesn't need to be explored, but this is something that needs to be clarified. It was stated already in testimony that that Mr. Moonstar voluntarily went to
Objection. Murphy's testifying right now.
I'm summing up something that's been stated in testimony to ask a clarifying question. It's been done before.
All right, let's let him finish the question, and we'll see then.
Okay.
All right. It's been stated in testimony that Mr. Moonstar voluntarily went to Parsons. However, it states in the report that he was 5150'd via Judge Buck Stanton. Which is more accurate?
What is stated in my report? We tried to get psych to come speak to him in this down in questioning, but there was no psych available at that time. Officers determined he was a threat to himself and others, so we had to go through proper steps.
Okay, so it was not voluntary as stated in prior testimony.
Ooh.
Based on my recollection and my report, we had judge involvement to get him help.
All right, I appreciate that clarification.
Ooh. Good math.
Shut up, Vinny.
Fucking shit, nice cooking.
All right, is that it?
Fucking stew that you just made there, Murphy.
They're so full of fucking shit. Well, he checked himself into the country club.
I would like to go over your evidence, but I have no further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right, no further cross for this witness from the defense.
Just pregnant.
Hold on, Taylor. Just let them
Yeah,
decide amongst themselves.
Was that directed at us, Your Honor?
Yeah. Any further questions for Taylor on cross?
Going once, going twice. Team?
No. Go.
I think we're good.
Okay,
that was great.
Taylor, unless you are being marked for recall, which Murphy, I don't believe you are.
No.
Okay, you are dismissed, Taylor. Thank you for your time.
Put your hands on me in the courtroom, sir?
Bones, if you want to make out with Miguel, do it outside.
He keeps trying to touch me. Dude, look at you, dude. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you.
All right, I'm going to give both sides a chance to go over evidence now. Or sorry, both sides. I'm going to give the prosecution a chance to go over evidence before resting. Go ahead.
Your Honor, I would like to point to the evidence summary, specifically the individuals arrested on scene, their possessions at the time of arrest, and their GSR status at time of arrest. I would also like to point to the statements made by officers and victims not present here today to give testimony in the People's A. I'd also specifically like to call notice to the evidence specifically related to the vehicles and how they were related in the vehicle themselves, as well as the victim statements and tweets referencing specifically the use of Maldini's in this actions. With that, the prosecution rests.
Coming after your shit, Vinny. Fucking home, man.
All right.
All right, Your Honor.
Murphy, would you like a recess? Or?
Can we request a tight 5? We're making really good time. A tight 5 would be great, though.
Yeah.
Oh, please. I can't hear more football jokes. No type 5 for Murphy.
Type 5 is a Hollywood joke, but thanks for playing, Rango.
That was a stand-up thing.
No. 0-2 for Murphy.
Hey, Crane, why don't you call an audible here and make it 10?
Mickey.
God damn it.
Dude, ground.
Back at 15 minutes after the hour. If we need more
Red
time,
card.
counselors can relay that request.
That's
excellent,
you fucking idiot.
All right, so
He's taking so long.
He's a little dusty.
Is he not guilty already?
I'll do the closing statements.
Is that a rugby reference?
There was a soccer thing. Yeah, it was a joke.
We have a lot that this fucking guy's a complete psychopath. But what about the actual drug trafficking and human trafficking?
That's what I'm about to.
Well,
So
stacking is what you guys
Kay's
are trying to
gonna be
argue,
fine.
right?
We're gonna try to get the human trafficking down to
Everybody's
1.
going to get their needs met.
The problem is here with DT.
That's what my ex
so
told me, but it never worked.
Case, have they ever established drug trafficking?
Never
They haven't. They establish it with the
I wanted to
prongs.
take a type 5.
You said it was a Hollywood
Go
thing.
pee. I'll talk.
All right. But we're going to be fine. Everything's good.
With DT, they only
Better
have
than
they have
expected.
to prove one of 3 prongs, and they are going to say that you guys have, you know, a pattern of drug distribution because you all have felony possession on your record. And then the second prong talks about cultivation, so that's where they're going to get that from. I will say that cultivation of marijuana, the charge, makes way more sense in this, and so we need to try to bring that up in closing. Of why are we going for the easy dunk on this when this charge makes way more sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole thing with Maldini's, they haven't established in any way, shape, or form that you, Vinny, as the owner, had anything to do with the abduction from Maldini's.
Mhm.
So we need to talk about that. Because for all they know, Randy could have just been in a weird mood and gone to Maldini's to find people, you know? They don't even know that you were there.
That's not against the law to tweet
not.
that, to twat that.
And I
right?
mean,
So-
that's the thing.
brought me in there.
We have to say,
Helicopter.
like, if you guys side with this and take Maldini's, this is the precedence that's going to be set, is every business that has any kind of violence or kidnapping happening is subject to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not going to
that's
fly.
real. That's a rabbit hole that you don't want to go down, huh?
Yeah, because I mean, in Wranglers on this case, if someone gets kidnapped from Uwu, they can try to take it from Ash and say that this case set the precedence for that. So we need to try to, highlight that. I think Murphy's going to go
he's
over.
Gonna be all over that.
Murphy's going to knock down the human trafficking to 1. I'm going to focus on the Maldini's. Mickey, if you want to try to like sum it all up and wrap it up well, that's going to be good.
I'll put a fucking bow on it.
Yeah, just make sure highlight their lack of evidence. Make sure you
Anime
highlight anything they
boobies.
didn't bring up that's in the case,
And they
any
never
charges
pointed,
that
like,
they
Vinny
didn't
or
talk
us
on.
out. Nothing
Yeah,
like that.
they haven't
Chat, you think
established
I'm
that
good?
Vinny was
They
there
haven't
beyond
said
you being
me
picked up
once.
there. But
And
they know you were on the island, but they don't know you're at Maldini's.
Question:
I don't
Why
even
do
know
they
if you
keep
were
talking
there.
about me though? Like, what the
wasn't.
fuck? Like, how?
Because they're
Tinker,
cops.
because you
They
got
know you're
unmasked
cops.
with the people.
And my hair wasn't like this at all.
You think I'm in the
so
clear?
I don't know what that clown guy was talking about. He seen me.
Yeah,
I wasn't like this. I was.
The guy's out of his
Cartel.
fucking mind.
Bro, that one cop witness, that ex-cop dude, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he fucking knew everything.
Not
Like a
only was
fucking.
he coached to a fucking T, and that fucking picture of the heli with the
Yeah, I think that's me right there in the middle, right there with my boy Sonny. Like, what the fuck, dude? You can't even see
fucking
that
little
shit.
goddamn cockroaches, all you
The
could
fuck
see.
are you talking about?
Yeah, and
It's like when I'm, I don't even know, dude.
there was a lot of people on that island, man. We could have been kidnapped for all they know, because the
Right?
clown said he swam and met his friends. His friends could have been the guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Island boy.
Yeah, now one guy sounds just like me, so yeah, it's definitely might have been him they mistaken for.
I'm gonna be honest, boys. You should just all put this on Tinker.
Wait, what?
That sounds good.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, on what?
Well,
Think
speaking
that's
of
kinda
island
great.
boys,
Fucking
That's
smart.
a good idea.
Not any
That's a
option.
good idea.
Rami,
Yo.
what?
Wait,
Rami, what's going on, man?
Getting ready.
All right.
For what, Rami?
Going to get a backpack after this too.
Rami,
I think they might be good though. We'll have to see.
Yeah, how's it looking? Are you okay? You know,
Me? I'm good.
What about you? What about these guys?
I don't know.
I mean, you saw my witness, right? He flew in.
Yeah. Bro, we scarred him. We scarred him with the petrol. Bro, I was going up top and standing on the bleachers and just waving it
No,
around.
you didn't. You didn't even do that.
Oh yeah.
yeah, he was up there. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, there's
No,
nobody
you
there,
didn't.
right? Okay, yep. Hey, actually, well, I won't say it in here. All right, well, we'll just, everything is in order if anything goes wrong, you know.
All right.
wait, who is asking for me?
Because you're useless to me.
Who is asking for me? Hello?
That nice girl right there.
All right, we are in really good shape, boys. 100%.
Oh God,
you asking for me?
Yeah, the
No, I
witnesses,
said
if
Miggy.
that's all they got.
Mickey as in Miguel.
Like Crane is
Yo,
not
Miguel.
a dumbass, so
Yeah.
that
What up,
witness
gang?
is fucking.
Come over here.
You know,
Give me a
great
second.
guy, I'm sure, but not credible, right? If he's the only evidence against Mr. K, I mean, come on.
I'm probably gonna die, by the way. Tell him fuck you for telling him to blame it all on me.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
No, I agree.
He's like, you're useless to me. They're all my family.
You are a little bitch. I agree. But not you, Rami. Well, you too, actually.
Everyone is gonna be free at the end of this. And it's gonna be amazing.
Let's go, Murphy. Let's go.
It's gonna be amazing.
You
Just-
still
I
haven't
think
forgotten
everyone's gonna be
Utopia,
free.
Rami, and I never want you to.
I was gonna ask you a question.
Does anybody need food?
You didn't let me get my line in.
Alright.
How's everything looking, guys?
Was there something
know,
about some
too.
pictures?
One of the fucking witnesses
went
is
missing?
batshit crazy. The other one had an eidetic memory, it seems like.
Trying to remember. Was there some pictures or something that didn't turn up?
I do think there is some irony that I'm sitting here eating Maldini's pizza while ruling on a case about Season Maldini's.
Maldini's for life for free, Crane. Just remember that.
Oh, you trying to bribe me now?
Ooh, that belt is fucking dirty, Crane.
Just picture.
You want to know the real touch? Everyone else got a certain gun in there. I actually got the Colt I got in my pocket in there.
Okay, okay. You know, I can get you some quick draw. A little quick draw, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, I heard about that shit. I might need to look into that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Someone's draws on you in
I
here.
got money now.
Come on down and
Shit,
give you a
they
nice little
actually pay
discount.
us. All right, we'll do.
I was dreaming about you.
Okay.
Oh, Sid, Mateo.
So hot.
We drew all 4 of the 5 parts on first hand.
I'd say we have a decent number of the pieces, but I have gold sarcophagus, and we're just waiting the 2 turns to get the final piece.
Okay, so it's like
I appreciate
okay,
you.
but then how many life points do they have? How many life points do we have?
Well, it doesn't matter how many life points they have, Rami, because why does we have Swords of Revealing Light out, and we still have battle faders in hand?
Clear, we're in the clear.
Yeah, we're chilling.
All right, bet. Good shit, guys. Good shit. Good fuck.
That's why I fuck with you guys.
Where's Pidgey Widgy?
Sweet, you better stop.
Pidgey Widgy, little cutie, you need a little kiss.
I don't know,
Island
man.
boy?
Whatever.
I wouldn't let him talk to you like that, Pigeon. Where's Pigeon?
I don't know. He's gone to go roost or whatever the fuck he does. I'm an island boy.
Just trying to make it.
Be right back.
It'd be a good.
Like every act, we get a costume change from Ramee.
Sorry, Georgia.
All right. We missing, no, we got Zolo, we got...
They're gonna do the closing statements, right?
I'm proud of you, Kay.
Looking pretty good.
Good night.
Oh, me?
All right, we'll call this back in the session.
Wait, what am I handling?
All right, defense. The prosecution has rested. They've gone over their evidence.
I'm not.
At this time, I turn the matter over to you. Are you prepared to call any witnesses? Will your clients be testifying or invoking their Fifth Amendment right?
Your Honor, my clients have opted to exercise their Fifth Amendment right, as their testimony might tend to incriminate them.
Understood. And no one is marked for recall, so I take proceeding to closings, yes?
I believe so.
All right. Prosecution, you're up. Closing argument.
Here we go. Hold my hands, guys. Hold my hands.
Your Honor, as we near the end of this trial, I would like to bring to the court's attention a quote from Judge Grayson, which resonates deeply with the gravity of this case. The quote states, "Any human being who is willing to put aside the humanity of another for their own personal gain is aberrant. To treat another individual as chattel, to treat them not as an end
I'm
in
bringing
and
up the
of
same
themselves.
case.
Trading lives for profit, be it financial or personal, is the most morally repugnant thing I have dealt with in my many years serving as a judge in Los Angeles.
Shut the fuck up.
I have sentenced men and women to death for killing, but even I can see the possibility of mitigation in murder. You could find logical reasons to justify murder. No mitigation can be offered for human trafficking." This quote truly captures the essence of what this trial is about. The defendants, in their pursuit of personal gain, chose to strip vulnerable individuals of their basic human rights and treat them as mere commodities. They traded lives for profit, using their businesses to do so. The defendants showed a complete disregard for the value of human life and dignity in their pursuit of greed. Furthermore, the severity of the crimes committed by the defendants cannot be mitigated in any way. The actions of human trafficking, drug trafficking, and witness tampering have caused untold pain and suffering to the victims and their families. The defendants' crimes are morally repugnant and cannot be justified in any way. Therefore, we ask that the courts deliver a verdict that reflects the severity of these crimes and holds the defendants accountable to the fullest extent of the law. We urge you to consider the words of Judge Grayson and recognize the seriousness of the defendant's actions. Justice must be served, and the victims and their families deserve nothing less.
Jesus, you're not a pirate, Steve. Get the
God
fuck off
damn,
the
he's
stand.
good.
That was great.
God damn.
It shoved up a little.
I don't know how Murphy's going to follow up on that.
If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball.
Oh, we're about to find out. You're up, Murphy.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the court, I'm sorry, but I have to break it to you that we've wasted our time here today. A lot of you have things to do and places to be, and I'm sorry, but this has all been a waste of time.
Hey, thank you,
And I
Murph.
will
Thank you.
get that. I will get to that in a moment. Thanks, Vinny. But first, the case on its face. Your Honor, only once in the entire history, and I'm glad that the prosecution brought up those wonderful words by Judge Grayson. Only once in the entire history of established case law has human trafficking been expressed on a per-victim basis. All case law current in the city upholds human trafficking as a per-instance indictment. The People versus Sebastian Ableton et al. Is the only case in which a conviction of more than one count of human trafficking was upheld. In this case, which was eloquently quoted by the prosecution, two wholly separate instances of human trafficking were demonstrated with a lapse of 24 hours between each separate instance. While the overall criminal complaint saw the two instances become inevitably intertwined, each count was clearly defined in its own right through the course of the trial and upheld in the decision by Judge Grayson. In every single other case of human trafficking, only a single count has been used per indictment. 8 times counts of human trafficking is not just stacking. It is demonstrably known and established via precedent in court. It is not a charge that stacks, and therefore can be argued that it's demonstrably in bad faith. Now on to the matter of Mr. Kebun. Indicting Mr. Kebun for witness tampering under this indictment based solely on the word of a single witness with documented and established credibility issues has proven to be the Achilles heel in the prosecution's case. Not only can a conviction of Mr. Kebun not even remotely be upheld fairly on its face, but the conviction of Mr. Kebun is now unfairly dependent on the guilt or innocence of co-defendants with whom he shares no charges. Vice versa, the addition of Mr. Kebun under this indictment on such spurious or at least tenuous at best allegations of witness tampering casts a pall of presumptive guilt upon the other co-defendants of the underlying charges. Each person born, regardless of race, color, creed, affiliations, whatever, is afforded the right to stand before a court of law as an individual person. There can be no presumptive guilt via association in a court of law. Let's assume the claims on their face against Mr. Kebun are indeed true. It is still based on the evidence, as likely as not, that Mr. Kebun had his own separate motive for allegedly interrogating this witness, because the people have not charged Mr. Kebun under the charges of this indictment. Without a second source or some form of corroboration, there is no way of knowing for whom or to what end Mr. Kebun may allegedly have talked to anyone in particular for whatever reason. Now, if Randy Bullitt had racked up a charge of witness tampering in addition to his original indictment, that move makes more sense. As such, it makes none and only pollutes the water. On the subject of Randy Bullitt, if Randy Bullitt can allegedly kidnap a person from Maldini's and put the entire business and its entire staff and their employment in jeopardy, then so can I. This case should be seen for what it is. The last gasp of an overly aggressive, and we can all agree, at times vindictive, police department that has since undergone policy reforms and personnel restructuring. The mere fact of charges being stacked in this manner is proof positive this prosecution was carried out in bad faith from its inception with the purpose of inflicting a maximum of damage onto Chang Gang because the cops don't like Chang Gang. Now, all of this aside, and the potential for a mistrial on the basis of the above, if my clients were to be found guilty today, at worst, they should receive adjusted minimums for single counts of drug trafficking and human trafficking only. Mr. Kebun should 100% be acquitted no matter what, but between the potential Brady violations and the impropriety of including Mr. Kebun under this indictment in such an overly expeditious manner, a mistrial seems more appropriate. The charges against Mr. Kebun here are so weak, they can only have been leveraged as evidence unto itself of his co-defendant's guilt, rather than be treated separately and seriously as its own separate case. Prosecution saw blood in the water, got maybe a little too excited. Whatever the case, the procedural problems with this case are very clear. The defense trusts the wisdom of the courts to weigh accordingly. Thank you.
God fucking damn.
Hell yeah.
My cock is fucking hard.
Holy shit, my man. Good fucking shit.
Okay. So here's the deal. That was actually, I want to thank everyone for participating in a fairly concise manner. I know that lately I've heard some complaints trickle up through the grapevine about court cases taking too long. For getting done with what was 6 witnesses with this many people involved, we pulled it in a tight 2.5.
Yeah, they did really good.
That's fairly reasonable. So thank you everyone for your focus and your participation. I am going to attempt to come to a verdict today. I am going to retire to chambers and I'm going to review all the evidence. I will tell you that, you know, I've already looked at the master document and such during the trial, and there are, you know, 8 to 10 police reports and 1 million pieces of evidence and things I have to look through. This is not going to take, you know, 10 or 15 minutes. So what I would advise is that if everyone here would like to vacate City Hall, I will put out a state announcement if and when the verdict is ready. It might be, you know, 20, 30 minutes. It might be as long as an hour or so. So please just be patient and I'll reach out accordingly. Thank you, everyone.
Appreciated, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sounds good.
Holy shit.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Come on, wheelchair.
Yeah, it was a good time.
No running.
Hey, get the boys on guard. If people are gonna do shit, now's the time they're gonna do it. So
yeah.
All right, everyone, single file.
Let's get
You want your shit back?
Huh?
I said we've been looking. We haven't seen shit yet.
All right. Yeah, I have no. I have no.
Let's go talk outside.
Yeah, we're all.
Well, let's go. Let's go, Garrett.
So we're good.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's all right. That's what I think. Let's go back to Little Soul.
Yep. Everybody link up Little Soul.
See you soon, crime.
Yep, see you around.
All right. Everything's in place, K. We just need to know, like.
I mean,
like if it's like 3 years, then are you guys running out, or like if it's a week, are you running
good.
out?
I think they. I don't know. I think they might be good, bro. We'll just have to
We just need to know like the minimum number for you guys to start running out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to ask Vinny that.
Yeah. Well, you as well, but I think you're chilling.
No,
like
I think
you
I'm
said.
good. So.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's a pigeon with the helicopter. I told him to bring it back.
Need one? I got one.
there a smoke grenade? I just hear a smoke grenade.
Oh, can you guys come to the cubby?
It's 131 on the roof. It's just Ramee.
To the cubby, yeah? Yeah, everybody, whoever you're, Vinny, come to the cubby.
Leave the fucking, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a recess, you know?
Oh, shit.
There's 3 grapple guns if you guys need any. Actually, low-key, I'm gonna take one more and put it in my house.
So, what did we miss? Any more developments with the seaside and all that shit?
Other than the seaside guy.
So tell me again
Ming
what
is here,
happened?
by the way. I'm not sure if. No offense, Ming.
Whoa, man, what the fuck, man? What's been going
No,
on?
I'll talk about that later.
I don't trust Ming with this shit, so I'll.
Wait, you just went snowboarding? What's going on?
Nah, I just woke up, bro.
Get them
What's
snowboarding
happening?
boots, right?
Yeah, you know I'm bringing back the old boots, man.
Okay, okay.
But
just
hey,
in time,
no new news on that. Actually, yeah, there is one. Come here, really quick.
I'll just hit it. I don't know.
So, essentially, Nancy Drew, I heard her in the courtroom. So I don't know if that's somebody you want us to like snatch up or something and then question her. But
no.
up to you.
Lang says she's clean now.
All right, yeah,
Who put the tweet out again? What was it?
His name is Axel. You can look it up. It's Axel Drake. He called Pigeon saying, "Yo, what the fuck is going on with the court case? Whose court case is it?" He was being weird to Pigeon on the phone. Then he tweeted out "Sangre por sangre," which means blood for blood in Spanish.
All right, you think they know it was us?
I don't know, but we got news after that Nicholas Simone and Benji were both in ICU or in the hospital.
Well, then they can't know it was us. If both the people, well, who's the third person you guys down?
I don't know. I was with you.
Seaside guy. I don't know who the fuck his name was though.
Well, the dude Benji was with before. He called when I talked to him. He called him Dragon. I was gonna be like, excuse me.
Oh, that was his driver. That was the driver. That was the guy he pulled up in at Sandy Shores.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, Dragon looks
Is that
like
the
me.
same
So it
dude?
is. Yeah. Yeah, it
That was
was.
the same guy. That was the same guy.
All right, so and you guys dumped him at the same spot.
Yeah. No, I wasn't there. I don't know where they
You dumped
dumped him.
Dragon and Benji at the same spot,
Yeah.
and only Benji
Only Benji's
went to the ICU.
What is Dragon's like legal name? Like, what's his name?
Dragon Rush, I think.
That's actually
Dragon
his
Rush.
name?
Yeah. I've seen him.
Oh
tweet
yeah, I
out.
see him. He's
And Nick
tweeting out as
Simone's
well.
in the ICU, so I don't know. It's not adding up. If how they would know it's us.
The only thing left is honestly Michael Simone, bro. When he ran inside.
Yeah, maybe Michael Simone.
That's the only like loose end. Because I promise you, bro, I heard shit when I was running inside. When I was clearing that fucking room before the cops came, I heard people running around and shit.
And you were also talking on the radio too, so you might have heard your voice.
Yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so that's why they might have got the CG assumption then from that.
That's
Yeah, it's just
maybe.
weird how he
That's,
called me,
that's
though.
maybe. But I was whispering too, bro. In there. Like,
yeah,
that's
I know, but we
maybe.
don't know. The thing is, we don't know the layout of that place. That's the thing. So there might have been things that we.
So yeah.
What?
No, we're talking about other shit.
Hey, what's up, Vinny?
Yo, Vinny, what's like the minimum amount of time you're gonna get for you to run out? Like 7
Okay.
years, or
So
3
here's
years,
the
or
deal. The
what
problem
is it?
even if I get found not guilty, me alone, I have that warrant that they extended now for this fucking public execution and the government employee murders, attempted murders. I got to get at it no matter what because they already fucking know about my warrant.
Why don't you just take that on the chin?
Oh, it's gonna be premeditated. It was a public execution on Dundee.
Okay, it's Dundee. They don't give a fuck about Dundee.
They care about the cops that was shot.
Is it worth getting fucked over for and going on the run for?
I want to outrun this warrant. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, but you're also helping us, and you having to constantly be fucking hiding from the cops is a pain in the ass.
I do fine.
All right. I'm just saying it might be more beneficial if you hand yourself in for
You
that.
just gotta see what you get, bro. You don't want to run out no matter what. You
wait,
guys gotta
and see the verdict.
Yeah.
Give Ramee a cutoff though, like if it's more than whatever.
Yeah,
many
I
years.
need like a time.
Say,
you know what I mean?
I would say anything more than fucking like 5 years.
5 years or more, then you say, okay, we're running out of there, and we execute the plan.
Yeah, well, if you hear 5 or above,
Okay.
we're out.
And is that the same for who's involved here? Is it Mateo,
Yeah,
Zolo?
Mateo, the same thing for them, I would assume.
Is it just you three?
Yeah, that's what. Besides K, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have just one heli. We'll have Pigeon in the heli then. Pigeon, you're my Pigeon, you've been the heli on top of the jewelry store when it happens. Okay.
Yeah.
And they'll hop in, they'll fly out. Me, Ming, Miguel, and Curtis will throw out the smoke grenades.
Mm-hmm.
You guys all have grapple guns on you. Mateo, Zolo.
Yep, I got one.
I don't know.
Go to the back of my car. It's in the cubby. There's grapple guns there for you guys.
Okay, but there's helicopters. There's 3 seats in the helicopter. So
Ming, you can come in.
Yeah.
There's 3 people involved, dumbass.
Oh, Pigeon, he didn't mean that.
thank you.
Oh my God, Pigeon.
Back of my back of the cookie. That's 14.
You're not
What
stupid,
the fuck
okay?
are you wearing?
I'm in my inconspicuous outfit, man.
Inconspicuous.
Oh, he really does look inconspicuous.
Yeah, inconspicuous. You know,
You know what I'm saying? Look, he looks
Who
like
the
Qatar, bro.
fuck brought this up over here?
Ooh.
You guys in the radio?
Yeah.
There was movement at Parsons an hour ago.
Really?
Yeah, the cameras are gone now.
Hey, where are you, Kay?
I'm on the roof.
Yo, just be careful. Ming's on our radio.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
What's he on
I'll
the
go
radio
put a camera
for?
down, Kane. You know?
Because Ramee has him helping us with the boys getting out.
Okay.
Yeah, so just be careful. Where the fuck did Ramee go?
Ramee, where'd you go?
Here.
Yo, make sure you guys don't say anything, by the way, because
Yeah, he just told me.
Yo, I'm gonna go put a camera down, and then I'll tie your state IDs to it, right?
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, you want to come with me?
Yeah, let me get a mask. Oh, I got one.
I need to get a mask after this.
Is there any more at Rat Shack?
No cameras, no.
Really?
Fucking Mario, man.
I don't think I have any more. I'll be real. I might have one in my house. I gotta go check.
Didn't Vinny make like 20?
Yeah. That's what I thought. Didn't Vinny make a bunch for you, Ramee?
Yeah, we used them all.
Let me go in a separate car so I can tail behind you.
Yep. Alright, I'll be right back. Let me check inside about my camera.